Hello. Another day, more gaming, same old, same old. Now, before we get back into the event, I figured I'd do my Super String in Memorial Arena real quick. So let's see what they got this time. Oh boy. Both tough ones. I guess we'll do this one. It's more in line with the story. Imaginary. Yeah, might as well go for the good team. Tried and true team. Once I get through this, we'll be continuing the story mode. I got the level and experience I need to get to this next part of the story, so we're gonna make some good progress. And of course I got Luna here with me again for this. Can't do this without her, after all. I know I can just do the light skip over these easier difficulties, but I still like doing it with you guys. Get over here, I can hit you. There's a combo. I knew it could do it. I need to replace my controller soon. One of my buttons are getting kind of a little stuck in every now and then. Look, some of my buttons are triggering a little too sensitive. Getting a little too sensitive. Like I barely tapped them and then suddenly they like actually activate.
怖がらないで。私がいるから。
Now for the real challenge.
方向再指定完了。空想再構築手動操縦開始。
Nice one, that'll hopefully be a challenge.
反応
I
検
always
索
like a bit of
一
difficulty.
掃します。
私の番。点火準備。
今よ。兵は起動なり。逃がさないわ。先陣一新。
ありがとう。逃げられないよ。一撃必殺。はっナイス。や私に任せて。
Alright, here goes.
そろそろ本気火力全開。ファイヤー一見必勝。
There we go.
や
Pull it off.
よし猫ちゃん。ヒアナ出撃。
Bye.
アナイアレーション執行します。反応検索一掃します。コンプレイトリープリペアード。いや
Oh. You got this, Bronya.
星の再現空間定位開始。コンプレイトリープリペアード。安全装置解除します。
私の番。点火準備。
私の番ね。隙だらけね。来なさい。醜悪を断ち切る。
ありがとう。百発百中。心配しないですぐに終わるから。えいくらえ。
It's still such a satisfying team to play. Even this
コン
far,
タクト
far
位置に
off.
つきました。コンプレイトリープリペアード。安全装置解除します。
キアナ出撃準備。点火準備。
今よ。雷鳴が来る。逃がさないわ。先陣一新。
ありがとう。はっ私に任せて。
Round 2.
狙って一見必勝。火力全開。ファイヤー。キアナのターン。せいやよし時間が流れ始める。終焉の一撃。バーン。
Isn't she
アサル
precious?
ト火力維持。予備エネルギー起動。反応検索一掃します。
Down it goes.
私の番ね。
任せて。こんな簡単なクエストに私を呼びたくなかった？
Nothing to it. Now for the thing that might actually cause me some difficulty. Shield breaking. Let's see. What should I... What was the lineup again? Those things. Let's go with... Considering this is a Red Lotus, definitely shouldn't be holding back at all. Let's just try this, see how this works. Prometheus is always good at shield breaking.
いやバランスに気をつけましょう。楽勝です。再起完了。ファイナルスキル発動。
やったー。にゃっ
ちょっと痛いよ。
月が巡ってくるよ。
サザ兵庫で発射。楽勝です。
さっそうと登場。
と痛いよ。これが星空を一人行くもの。星を落ちて安らかに眠れ。すべては僕の手の中に。本気を出そう。
Oh boy, this thing's
一緒に戦
sticking
おう。
around for a
指
bit.
令承認、執行確認、最終選別プログラム。すべては僕の手の中に。全知の羽は空を引き裂く。運が巡ってきた。さあ受け取って。特別だよ。受け取って。せいやあ。ほんの
Messed
気
that
持ち
one
だ
up
よ
a。bit.
高評価よろしく。承知。制限解除。オーバーロード開始。避けてね。ちょっと痛いよ。スタージャンパーパワー全開。切り札星を落ちて安らかに眠れ。すべては僕の手の中に。弱点発見。追跡判定。殲滅モード。やったー。せい
That shield. Crab is still around.
せい逃げられないよ。巨頭兼業いけ。ほんの気持ちだよ。高評価よろしく。さっそうと登場。ちょっと痛いよ。スタージャンパーパワー全開。安らかに眠れ。すべては僕の手の
I don't
中
think
に。
this is working out very well. Might need to swap teams up.
殲滅モード。再起完了。ファイナルスキル発動。運が巡ってきた。
I never liked the shield breaking challenge.
さあ当たらない
It
よ。
always gave me difficulty.
精鋭将来くらえ。勢いに乗じて派手に行こう。最高だね。
Yeah, let's try something else. This isn't working. What are the other people doing? Rebirth, sentient, doo-doo. That could work. Let's go for that. I don't have sentient built though. I can at least use Durandal. And Alicia, I guess. There you are. Have you as a team leader. See how this goes.
勝つ準備はできましたか。行きましょう。
行って茨を積んで。はーい。はっふっその心を捕まえた。
私が仕留めます。電源の星。はっ風に乗って志を永遠に。百戦百勝。この身を燃やし雲をうがつ。
サプライズをあげるわ。焦らないで。一曲踊る準備はできたかしら。捕まえた。任せ。はっふっまずい。
Ah,
か
come
くれん
on.
ぼしよう。止まらない。行って茨を積んで。
今こそ輝く光を。即戦即決。夜を切り裂き空を貫く。
焦らないで。捕まえた。
志を永遠に。楽勝です。
中くんかくれんぼしよう。準備できました。来て恵みの雨を集めて。ふっふっまずい。
私の不朽なる栄光。まだまだ。
焦らないで。星が流れたら
Ah,
願い
scrambling,
事をしてね。
scrambling.
足元に気をつけて。ふっ夢の共演よ。ちゃんとリズムに乗ってね。あー高い。足元に気をつけて。無可の時代に向けて。
全力でいきます。やっ自由に 志を永遠に
This is at least going better than last time.
友達を傷つけないで。いや、梅雨のように朝日に消えて。せい、かくれんぼしよう。ここで交差する。来て、恵みの雨を集めて。せい、踊ってディアナ。行って茨を積んで。
私を信じてくれますか？私の番です。
ビアンカ。
やっ、輝く光よ。せい、
Come on, Doodoo.
着地せ、夜を切り裂き
Cleave through them.
空を貫く。
ちゃんとリズムに乗ってね。星空よ、永遠にきらめいて。
私が仕留めます。勝利を手に。えい、志を永遠に百戦百勝。
任せて。行って茨を積んでサプライズをあげるわ。捕まえた。焦らないで。
最後までせい、一気当選。この身を燃やし雲をうがつ。静かに輝く光よ。
Keep going.
捕まえた。
I'm pulling
全
through.
力でいきます。天元の星。はっ、
海の魂
I
よ、
still got so much
命
stuff.
の旋律を聞いて。やったー。魂の本流止まらない。
私が仕留めます。不朽なる栄光。風に乗ってこの勢いで虹を立
サプライズをあげるわ。焦らないで。任せて。止まらない。
A little bit more.
つ。やっ、志を永遠に楽勝です。
Alright. 4-3.
こっち。行って茨を積んで。はーい、捕まえた。焦らないで。
やっ、自由に
Wait till more spawn in before using the astral ring.
夜を切り裂き空を貫く。
捕まえた。焦らないで。
最後まで一気当選。最後までパン、着地成功。せい、勝利を手に。えい、最後まで
Ah, so tanky.
一気当選。夜を切り裂き空を貫く。せい、
はーい、捕まえた。焦らないで。
There we
最後
are.
までせい。私を信じてくれますか？私の番です。
ビアンカ。
やっ、輝く光よ。
あー、高い。足元に気をつけ
Come
て。
on, Alicia.
できた。未来という名の奇跡を灯す。捕まえた。ついてきって準備できました。やあ、海の魂よ、命の旋律を聞いて。
私が仕留めます。天元の星。はっ、風に乗って輝く光よ。即戦即決。この勢いで虹を立つ。
サプラ
Ah,
イズをあげる
so
わ。
much
焦
left.
らないで。
How much health left?
捕まえた。
輝く光よ。即戦即決。
魂の本流止まらない。行って茨を積んで。はーい、焦らないで。捕まえた。
楽
No.
夜
Don't
を
run out of
切り
time.
裂き
Come on.
空を貫く。へいへい、
No. Just a little bit more.
不朽なる栄光、自由に。
Oh, that was close. Way
こ
closer
の
than I
体でも
wanted.
自由に動けます。
Ugh, did not like. Still got two more floors of it. I'll try for that team.
勝つ準備はできましたか？行きましょう。風に乗って志を永遠に百戦百勝。
一人芝居は終え倒れるのは誰だと思う？やったー！月が巡ってくるよ。
志を永遠に百戦百勝。
So far, so
着
good.
地。
花火も混ぜて。運が巡ってきた。巨頭剣行いけ。
は、私が仕留めます。勝利を手に。はい。志を永遠に百戦百勝。
一人芝居は終え残念。
Keep the
も
combo
う退場
going.
の時間だよ。見上げてみて。精鋭将来くらえ。
志を永遠に百戦百勝。志を永遠に楽勝です。
花火も混ぜて。えい、それ。運が巡ってきた。月が巡ってくるよ。
全力でいきます。不朽なる栄光、自由に。
This one's going a lot quicker.
一人芝居は終え倒れるのは誰だと思う？やったー！見上げてみて。巨頭剣行いけ。
志を永遠に百戦百勝。やっはっはっ、最後まで私を信じてくれますか？どこへ行くんです？
Man, why'd they make that first floor so much more difficult?
はっ、
This one's way better.
お願い。せい、この巡り合わせを拒まないで。頭に気をつけて。残念、もう退場の時間だよ。愚者洗面。君に決めた？
せいはっ、この勢いで虹を立つ。最後まで一気当選。
花火も混ぜて。倒れるのは誰だと思う？運が巡ってきた。月が巡ってくるよ。勢いに乗じて派手に行こう。最高だね。
はっ、輝く光を。
Just keep it going. A little bit more.
この勢いで虹を立
魚ちゃん、夢を泳いで。
つ。私が仕留めます。はっ、風に乗って輝く光を。即戦即決。
Alright.
私を形
That went a
作
whole
る
lot
のは
better than the last
信
one.
念です。
What's this one? Assuring activated, blah blah blah. See, easy one.
新年の使者キアナ出撃。ほっはっ、耳を澄ませて。一人芝居は終え倒れるのは誰
This
だ
should
と
go
思う？
by quickly.
運が巡ってきた。月が巡ってくるよ。逃がさないよ。せいはっ、あーせい、ちゃんと聞いて元気を出してね。ぐるぐる続きブンブンブンブン。頭に気をつけて。
Yeah, this is gonna be killed by real quickly like this.
精鋭将来くらえ。どこを見てるの？はっふっ、お餅。蛇使いの技が見たいの？アマチ旋風。
Keep it coming, keep it coming. I
もう退場
got
の時間だよ。
plenty left.
見上げてみて。巨頭剣行いけ。勢いに乗じて派手に行こう。最高だね。
逃がさないよ。一気に行くよ。せいはっふっ。おめでとうの時間だよ。年越しアタック。祭りの音で福を招く。花火も混ぜて。魚ちゃん夢を泳いで。やった
精鋭将来くらえ。
どこを見てるの。
Floor 3.
耳を澄ませて。お餅蛇使いの技が見たいの。アマチ旋風。倒れるのは誰だと思う。相場感花火だよ。
Just throw the plushies, why not?
運が巡ってきた。巨頭剣行いけ。ほんの気持ちだよ。高評価よろしく。
逃がさないよ。リズムに乗ろう。せいはっ。おめでとうの時間だよ。年越しアタック。劣化で新しい明日を灯す。花火も混ぜて。
Now this one's a little more
頭に
tanky
気をつ
than
け
the
て。や
others.
った
月が巡ってくるよ。
どこを見てるの。はっちゃんと聞いてね。元気を出してね。ぐるぐ
And
る
it's
続き
gone.
ブンブンブンブン。耳を澄ませて。一人芝居は終わり。残念。もう退場の時間だよ。
見上げてみて。精鋭将来くらえ。この劇にはあんたが必要だ。令和結構。
逃がさないよ。はっふっ。ちゃんと聞いてね。蛇使いの技が見たいの。アマチ旋風。とせいはっふっ。耳を澄ませて。元気を出してね。ぐるぐ
Get
る
on out
続
of
き
here, you little thing.
ブンブンブンブン。倒れるのは誰だと思う。やった
巨頭剣行いけ。
どこを見てるの。はっおめでとうの時間だよ。年越しアタック。あんた
Now,
な
go
かな
for
か
it.
やるね。一緒にここでは私たちが主役なの。ふっとはっ。元気を出してね。ぐるぐる続きブンブンブンブン。残念。もう退場の時間だよ。相場感覚。
And
君
soft
に
sway.
決めた。
あとはあんただけ。はっ。この巡り合わせを拒まないで。受け取って。ほんの気持ちだよ。高評価よろしく。
Cleared most of the rebel way, but still got a
逃
little
が
bit
さないよ。はっ
left.
一気に行くよ。せいはっふっ。おめでとうの時間だよ。年越しアタック。祭りの音で
It's cute that they regenerate their shields only to be immediately broken again.
一人芝居は終わり。倒れるのは誰だと思う。
運が巡ってきた。精鋭将来くらえ。
どこを見てるの。はっ今日のお菓子は。お餅にチーズ、チキンにハンバーガー。足りる。
Alright, now finally this one. Outside teleports Octimers do more damage. Inactive do more damage. Okay. My Senti is not built. I do not have any good equipment for her. Resist element, so maybe this. Or maybe Prometheus for the shield breaking, yeah.
また私の教えを乞いたいようですね。
私を呼び覚ます対価。
Dude in the front. Let's go.
勝つ準備はできましたか。出発しましょう。
やっ行って茨を積んで
承知しました。追跡判定。再起完了。ファイナルスキル発動。
全力でいきます。
That certainly didn't do a
は
lot.
っ風に乗って最後まで一気当選。夜を切り裂き空を貫く。
Not feeling really confident in this team.
拳で語り合いましょう。
Maybe I should just do another whatever I want team for this.
即戦即決。
We'll see how they handle Fuqua herself,
最後まで
though, before it's exciting.
着地成功。
任せ行って茨を積んで
弱点発見。追跡判定。拳で語り合いましょう。再起完了。ファイナルスキル発動。
私が仕留めます。勝利を手にえい輝く光を即戦即決。こ
Yes.
の勢いで
A lot more resistance in the last
道を
floors.
立つ。
バランスに気をつけましょう。殲滅モード。
最後までせい一気当選。
Hmm.
はっ
Taking this on a bit for just this guy.
弱点発見。追跡判定。拳で語り合いまし
Yeah, let's try something else.
ょう。
I think there might be something better I can do. How about... maybe... Nah. I'll experiment with this, see if that makes a difference. If this doesn't do quite enough, then I'll just do whatever again.
勝つ準備はできましたか。出発しましょう。
こっちで任せて行って茨を積んで花火も混ぜて倒れるのは誰だと思う？
私が仕留めます。天元の星はっ風に乗って輝く光を即戦即決。この勢いで虹を立つ。
またね頭に気をつけてドーバーカンカンよし君に決め
Try
た
this out.
中ふっやっふっ魂の本流止まらない準備できました私と一緒に海に帰ろう花火も混ぜて残念もう退場の時間だよ
輝く光を
Focus on the
即
big
戦
one.
即決。志を永遠に着地この身を燃やし雲をうがつ。
Still not doing a
二人
terrible
芝居
lot.
は終わり魂の本流止まらないやっせはっ魂の本流止まらない行って準備できました花火も混ぜて倒れるのは誰だと思う愚者洗面し
How
君
about
に決め
Sparkle?
た
全力でいきます。勝利を手にえい志を永遠に百戦百勝。この勢いで
Looking better than last time, at least. Last
Lucio?
attempt.
立つ。
やったー魂の本流止まらないやっせはっ魂の本流止まらない
Alright, well, let's see what you got.
海の魂よ命の旋律を聞いて一人芝居は終わり残念もう退場の時間だよ
Alright, still down.
愚者洗面うし君に決めた
私を信じてくれますか。
And everything
どこ
else.
へ行くんです
ビアンカ
この身を燃やし
Oh boy, she's really
Come
taking
on.
this.
うがつ。
魚ちゃん夢を泳いで倒れるのは誰だと思う魂の本流止まらない
私が仕留めます。不朽なる栄光。自由に最後までと一気当選。この勢いで
This sucker really just wants to knock me back out of Red Lotus.
任せて。止まらない。私と一緒に海に
What's
帰ろう。
that?
花火も混ぜて。残念。もう退場の時間だよ。どうばかんか。し君に決め
やっ最後までせい楽勝です。
Keep it going.
せいこの身を燃やし雲
Hold
を
it strong.
うがつ。
た魂の本流。止まらない。一人芝居は終わり。頭に気をつけて。
全力でいきます。風に乗って
Still got the smoke right here
志
too,
を永
just
遠に
lurking around.
百戦百勝。この身を燃やし雲を
How the smoke not dead yet too.
魂の本流。止まらない。準備できました。行って茨を積んで花火も混ぜて。倒れるのは誰だと思う？愚者洗面。し君に決めた。
志を永遠に百戦百勝。
Come on,
着
three
地
health
一人
bars
芝居は
left.
終わり。魚ちゃん夢を泳いで。
私が仕留めます。天元の星。はっへい最後までせい一気当選。
私と一緒に
Alright,
海に帰ろう。
another all-out cycle. Oh no. No, you don't.
私を信じてくれますか？
No,
私の番
no
です。
counter for you.
や
I counter your counter.
志を永遠にこの身を燃やし雲をうがつ。
頭に気をつけて。倒れるのは誰だと思う？どうばかんか。よろずの芝居を演ずる。もう
Sure.
君に決めた。魂の本流。止まらない。準備できました。
全力でいきます。勝利を手に自由に志を永遠に百戦百勝。夜を切り裂き空を貫く。
残念。
Last
もう
bar.
退場の時間だよ。任せて。止まらない。私と一緒に海に帰ろう。
や輝く光よ即戦
And
即決。
gone. Alright.
次はどこへ向かいます？
Did better than I thought I would. Let's see how that places me in the ranking. That's 6. That's acceptable. But with that out of the way, now we can get back to the event. After the blood moon fades. Still so cute, even in her little form. Now, path leads outward. Where was it again? This way.
来ないで。これでいい。これでいいの。人類、お願い。
I saw the fire devouring the blood moon again. The fiery air drained the last bit of air from my lungs, and my legs couldn't carry my leaden body any farther. But she's crying. The rampant flames consumed everything. My arms stretched towards her, burned red hot, yet my heart felt ice cold. I have to save her. Heat waves pounded against my chest as crimson flames blurred my vision. The searing tongue of fire nearly melted my outstretched hand. I must save her. Feeling anguish over other people's plights. You haven't changed a bit. Who's talking? A familiar fragrance wafted near, lessening the pain somewhat. I had heard this voice before. I remember your voice, but I can't recall your name. Don't worry about it. You remember what to do, right? But I can't leave right now. She's still weeping there, right in front of me. I can't just leave her. Well, that's something you can solve after you wake up. Do you not trust me? No, I trust you. You're always so gentle and innocent. Well then, follow me, please. The perfume of rosemary drifted by, and the flickering flames receded, until... The sight before me gradually cleared up. I smelled fog in the winds and heard the crackling of a campfire at my side. Only then did I realize I was leaning against a tree. Ahem. Ah, finally, are you alright? Hearing my coughing, Siren, who had been pacing around not far away, immediately came to inspect me carefully. I'm fine. I'm used to it, not by now. Is it possible to get used to fainting? You're an odd one. Seeing that I was unharmed, Siren walked to the other side of the campfire with her arms crossed. How do you feel, Captain Sama? I feel, well, pretty good. But what about Brownie and Himiko? Where are they? Relax, your questions will be answered, one by one. We're surrounded by a fog and stuck in a forest. Siren shook her head impatiently. I looked up and saw the outline of a castle in the fog. Is that a castle? Could she be in there? Sharp pain radiated from my chest, causing me to bite my lips. For some reason, I had a strong feeling that I would see her there soon. She must be hiding in that conspicuous building, right? I hate this. The castle is right in front of us, but we can't even find a way inside. That's why Miss Himiko and Miss Brownie are searching for a path to the castle. Rita glanced at Siren, then back at me, appearing troubled. Is something wrong, Rita? It's been ages since I have heard from them. What? What's going on? Rita clenched the communicator and shook her head with concern, signaling she couldn't reach Brownie and Himiko at all. Oh, come on, why did she rely on some stupid machine to find the way? And she calls herself a genius hacker. I should have brought that after... I shouldn't have brought that after she made that huge position error last time. I should go look for them. Captain Sama, you've just woken up. You're not fit to move yet. Yeah, just stay there. She's right. You should get some rest. Rita, keep an eye on this guy. I'll go find Himiko and Brownie. No, I can't let you go alone. I'm counting on you, Miss Siren. Rita! My weak body couldn't keep up with them. Rita quickly handed a communicator to Siren. The purple little girl took the communicator, waved to us with her back turned, and disappeared into the thick fog. Don't worry, I've already sent Miss Siren's location to Miss Brownie. She just replied that she received her immediately. So Himiko and Brownie's signals were there this whole time? Did you send Siren away so we could talk in private, Rita? The elegant witch let out a small sigh, but immediately resumed her trademark smile, as if I was imagining it. You've been quieter than usual on this journey, Rita. Is there anything you want to tell me? I'd like to hear your opinion on the situation, Captain Sama. The situation? We're obviously trapped in fog, but still looking for a way to the castle. We don't know where to go yet. But we're still out in this... But we'll get out of this fog and get into the castle sooner or later. Or so I believe. You're as determined as always, even when our thoughts are trapped in this fog. I thought you were gonna say, hoo-hoo, you're so optimistic and naive. Hey, you're not gonna refute that? Why would I? You are indeed optimistic and naive. You trust others unreservedly, whether it's a strange girl who approaches you without notice, or an unexpected visitor who claims to be your enemy. You work with them open-heartedly. I think you got it backwards. It's them who work with me, a complete stranger, open-heartedly. The trust is mutual, I guess. To gain others' trust, you have to trust them first, right? Maybe that's how you see it, but in reality, it's not that simple. Sometimes that person we trust is just in our imagination, and that's why we feel betrayed when they reveal their other side. That makes some sense, but your idea of trust isn't the same as what I believe or want to believe in. Oh? Even if I know I'd seen their other side one day, I believe I'd still choose to trust him. That's the trust I believe in. Yeah, me myself, I always prefer to look at people with an optimistic point of view. I don't want to believe that everyone's just out to get at me or whatnot in some way. Everyone's just looking to see the worst or whatever. I'd rather trust someone and be proven wrong than not trust them and be proven wrong again. If that makes sense. So despite not knowing what you will face in the castle, you hold on to this trust? Yes. I see. I gazed at the castle shrouded in fog, so close yet so distant. I don't know what she's planning to do, but I know she's waiting for me. Simple as that. I'm here to fulfill her promise. I hope I haven't kept her waiting for too long. I hope she won't mind me coming to see her this late, or maybe she will. It's fine either way. Locating the bulbiners she's in took too long. Lucky you located her easily this time. Yes, lucky me. A faint smile graced Rita's face. Amid the crackling of the campfire, her eyes fell on me. I felt like something was about to emerge under my mind. But Before I could say anything, Rita spoke again. Assume everything has been resolved and you found her. What will you do? I've never really thought about that. My focus was always on fighting her. Maybe get a farm somewhere nice and quiet together. That sounds nice. I'll take her to Homeworld to ride the roller coasters. But that might scare her. In that case, we could ride the merry-go-round instead. It looks so beautiful and when it lights up at night. But on second thought, she's always jumping off and on and off of rooftops, so she can't really be scared of heights. Oh, I also want her the biggest home doll we can find, but chances are she's better at gaming than I am. And that reminds me, I should learn some moves from Bronny first. Future, what a beautiful term. Even though the moment it flashed across my mind had declared its unattainability, its radiance still captivated me. When I thought of these things, I forgot all my pain. Your dreams are uplifting, Captain Sama. But before that, there are so many things I need to do. I want to ask her why she kept evading me. Why she did those things to Teresa in different bubble universes. And why Kongman must have discovered her purpose and decided to leave the ship alone. I have to stop her before things get even worse. Rita simply listened by my side, smiling, seeing me fall silent, her lips slowly parted. You know, sometimes, stopping is just one of the many bad solutions. Is that directed at her, who's trying to stop me from finding her by escaping to different bubble universes? Or me, who's trying to stop her from putting the Teresa's in a worse bind? Don't get me wrong, Captain Sama. What I'm saying is, for things that aren't yet clear, any solution could lead to undesired results. Indeed, I didn't understand her purpose, nor where my actions might lead to. Especially when it comes to resolving certain issues. It feels like we're tossing a coin with challenges on both sides. No matter which side it lands on, things might not turn out as expected. But if that coin is tossed enough times, it might produce a third result. You're saying, time and time again, that I could toss a coin with bitter outcomes on both sides. Countless failures, countless frustrations. Amidst a sea of absolutes, I searched for the slightest coincidence. Finally, I tossed out a third possibility. During those wavering nights, I stumbly ran after her. After countless attempts, we finally got what we wanted. And the girl who once smiled at me under the lanterns was waiting there for me as well. Is it your past experiences that success that made you optimistic about finding the third possibility? Huh. Rita, maybe you're unaware, but I'm not someone who can confidently face any situation. It's more likely I've never considered giving up searching for a third possibility when faced with two extreme outcomes. I see. You're always so gentle and determined. In fact, for them, or maybe for us, you are the third possibility to suddenly emerge in a dilemma, Captain. Huh? So, please keep moving forward, as steadfast as you always have. Thank you, Rita. I'm supposed to accompany you to your third possibility, but I'm afraid I must leave you temporarily. Rita, where are you going? As she slowly stood up, the campfire's warm glow made her smile look even more enigmatic. Don't worry, I just have some personal matters to deal with. Once everything is settled, I'll explain them to you. I don't understand. That confused look on your face is so adorable. As she turned and walked into the fog, I instinctively tried to get up and pull her back, but I was too weak to do so. Rita turned back at the sound of my coughing and sighed resignedly. Seeing my breathing gradually steady, her expression softened a bit, and her lips curled into that gentle smile again. Don't worry, this will all be over soon. Then she walked away, disappearing into the boundless fog. As expected, she didn't tell me anything. I'm so worried about her. I gazed at where Rita disappeared, and then at the distant castle, hoping she and everyone else would be safe. Hey, did you sleep well? Before long, Bronny and the others returned to the campfire and greeted me casually. Where's that woman? The signals from Bronny and the others didn't disappear at all. Darn it, she plagued me again. What does she want? Rita said she needed to deal with some personal matters. She left alone? Huh, that sounds like something she'd do. Don't worry, she's not someone who goes down easily. Why can't she just put our minds at ease? Did she say anything about those personal matters she was dealing with? No, but I'm sure she has a reason for leaving. What about you? Did you find anything in the forest? Yes, we found a note. A note? Miko took out a note and handed it to me. The paper was unremarkable, but an elegant-looking line was written on it. Those who enter the Forbidden Grounds, death will follow in their wake, shadowing them until the end. Is this a warning that bad things will happen to those who enter the forest? Huh, interesting, sending a threatening letter and so yesterday. Where did you find this note? That strange-colored bat over there brought it to us in its mouth. A strange-colored bat? Only then did I notice a small bat perched not far away on the tree branch. It tilted its head from time to time as it studied me with black, beady eyes. Pretty unique, huh? You don't often see bats in the wilderness, and it's standing upright on a tree branch. If this wasn't for the little bat leading the way, we might not have found our way back here. Actually, my tracker also... Hey, do I need to remind you about the time the tracker led us to a dead end? Oh, well... Oh yeah, Captain, how are you feeling? Can we start off now? Thanks for asking, Bronny. I'm fine. As I stood up, the bat on the tree flapped its wings and started flying ahead of us. Is it leading the way? Bingo, that's how we got back here. The little bat flew ahead of us leisurely, occasionally turning around to glance at us. The bushes rustled behind us. The fog in front of us seemed to thicken. I don't know why this bat is behaving like this, but it's our only hope. Let's see where it takes us. Welcome the future. There's a bat here. Could we ride to the castle? Oh, the path ahead is blocked by rocks. How can we follow the bat now? What do? We don't have wings. This path is probably blocked by a landslide, and we just need to figure out how to clear the rocks. That's easier said than done. Don't worry, sir. We have the right tool right in front of us. Tool? You mean that big cannon? Doesn't matter why the cannon's here. All that matters is that it could work. Can this thing really fire after being exposed to the elements for so long? Well, let's try and find out. Fire! It worked. It actually worked. You seem way too excited for someone who doubted it would work, Siren. I thought it would work from the beginning. The rocks have been blasted apart, but some are still blocking the road. Well, we might have to clear them by hand. Not a problem. Let's do it. Flew away again, but it seems like I left something behind. Is this another note? I hope it's not another boring threat. I picked up the note in front of us and read it. A bird trapped inside a cage beyond the blood moon. Why enter the confines with broken wings? Looks like it's comparing us to caged birds and saying there's no need to put ourselves in trouble by coming here. The first note said those who enter the Forbidden Grounds, death will follow in their wake, shouting them until the end. That also seemed like a warning about the danger ahead. How are these two notes linked? I think we need more information to figure that out. I don't know what these strange notes mean, but let's continue exploring anyway. I was right, it was waiting here for us. Something's wrong with soil. Ah, yes, one of these. I think there's something on the ground. Is it another note? Faltier's finger and saw another note. This time it says something different from the previous one. What does it say? A lone boat rocks under the moon high above. The moon's reflection on the river resembles a scimitar, leaving people with no escape like the lone boat. This note seems to be warning us about the situation. The situation has no escape. I wonder who wrote these. Whoever it is, they really underestimated us. They'll need more than a few notes to stop us. Well, regardless, we don't have a reason to back down now. Let's keep moving. Take that. Brita has left the party. I still like the gameplay of this battlefield so much. Just so easy and fun and satisfying to play. You still count the frames on that wink. Just another sign of how old it is. When the last monster fell in front of me, my body suddenly felt heavy. People seem to forget about pain when highly concentrated, so when I relaxed, pain washed over me. I quickly adjusted my breathing and prayed my companions didn't notice, but as I tried to walk, my legs trembled uncontrollably. Hey, are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine. Let's keep moving. Acting tough is a bit immature, Captain Sama. I'm not acting tough. Let's just go. Ronnie ignored my wild gesticulations and to show that I was fine. Instead, her fingers danced across a blue hollow screen and her little robot scanned me once more. Ugh. While Brownie's gadgets often saved our hide in a pinch, I couldn't help but resent this advanced technology at this moment. Fred had easily exposed my lies. So, how am I? Do you want me to be euphemistic? It's terrible. Awful, in fact. As soon as my words came out, both Himiko and Siren looked at me with concern. I sighed deeply and burst into a coughing fit in front of him. I thought you'd console me and all, but white lies make me feel better. Be quiet. You know, Brawny. I'll take that as a compliment, Siren, but Captain, you should know better than to lie about your health. They helped me sit down and gave me some water. The searing pain in my chest made me gasp for air. Maybe you should say something to distract me? Huh, distract you? Okay, once there's a popsicle... I really can't take bad jokes right now, Brawny. I'm out of ideas, then. It's up to you guys. Brawny shrugged and looked at the other two. Siren sighed, her brow furrowed as she looked at me. Ever since we got our hands on that shard of the ether anchor, I've been wondering why the miracle stone here is different. Is it because of it's just a shard? Exactly. So that raises one question. Where are the other shards of the ether anchor now? The ether anchor you're talking about is an object that can control the rules of the bubble universe, right? Yes, the rules of the sapphire looping are governed by the ether anchor shard, which controls the pendulum clocks. As for the rules of the entire bubble universe, the one controlling them is... her. Do you remember what that ninja said? She doesn't need to feed on blood anymore. The power of the ether anchor allowed her to break the rules of needing the blood to survive, and in turn she has written new rules in this bubble universe. Now she actually might be the ether anchor itself, but I can't say for sure. How did she obtain this ether anchor? How does she know it would eliminate her need for blood? And why did she break the ether anchor into shards? Countless questions raced through my mind, and I anxiously wanted to know the answers. Hey, take it easy. We'll find out when we meet her. If she's the ether anchor itself, then there's one more thing for us to worry about. Those two that are searching for the ether anchor. The ninja said we'll be enemies the next time we meet. I just didn't expect it to be so soon. Who knows what trouble those two will cause. I'm more curious about who's pulling their strings. Not everyone can employ such talents to work for them. Looks like we need to pick up the pace. They'll be back on the back foot. Let's get going. But you're in no condition to move? Thank you, Himiko, but I feel much better now. Captain's been talking without wincing for a while now. Must be recovering. Nice job with distracting, Siren. I don't need your compliments. You clever girl. Why didn't we think of such a great topic? I was just chatting. Whenever Siren replies so modestly, it means she wants to hear more compliments. Stay there, Brawny. The laughter of Brownie and Siren echoed through the forest. As we got up to continue, the bat that had landed nearby shook its wings lightly and continued to guide us forward. As we left, I noticed a sound coming from behind the bushes had once again stopped. This one. Explore a little bit. Give me that. If only I could fly too. I can't shake the feeling that the bat was watching us the whole battle. Where could it be leading us? I flew away again, but at least it didn't forget to drop us a new note. How considerate. Picked up the note and read it. Lost in the chaotic mountains, praying time could turn back, crows will mock the desperate regret, and death will await the painful denial. This is basically saying that if we don't leave now, we'll regret it. Seriously, who's leading us here and leaving all these confusing death threats? That's just twisted. I read the notes in my hand under my breath and pondered. The first one said those who enter the grounds, death will follow their wake, shadowing them until the end. The second said a bird trapped in a cage beyond the blood moon. Why enter the confines with broken wings? The third one said a lone boat rocks on the moonlight, moon high above. The moon's reflection on the river resembles a scimitar, leaving people no escape like the lone boat. Leading the way while also intimidating us. This is too contradictory. I don't see anything special in these notes. Perhaps some new clues could be brought in my thinking. Why are so many monsters ahead? The situation isn't as interesting as I thought. More like not as good as we thought. I suppressed my exhaustion. The scene in front of me started to blur. I tried to focus on my vision and look down for the high platform. Why are there so many monsters? My feet suddenly felt light. Just as I was about to fall down face first, Himiko, who stood by Cookie, saved me. You alright? Thank you, Himiko. I'm okay. In this state, fighting these monsters head-on is a bad idea. Sorry, Siren, but I can still... Save it. You need to think about yourself more. Fine. Brother, can you check if there's somewhere we can rest nearby? We need to adjust. No problem. Brother's fingers deftly moved across the hollow screen. And we suddenly received a signal from his tracker. There seems to be an abandoned campsite south of here. We can head there to rest. Alright, let's get out of here. What's this? Supply chest. The entire campsite before me crackled, its dancing flames radiating a golden light that brought me a sense of comfort. Himiko sat beside me, slightly anxious as she checked on me. I managed to force a reassuring smile. Don't worry, Himiko. Honestly, I'm much better now. Really? You're not just saying that to comfort me, are you? You better not be acting tough again. I'm generally feeling better. Why won't you believe me? Hey, look what I found. I found it first. Brian and Siren's voice drew my attention. Ever since we arrived at the abandoned campsite, they have been curiously searching around with the hope to find useful items. Is this a box of boots? They look pretty new. I don't understand why someone brought so many pairs of boots to go camping with. Was it so hard to walk in this forest that they needed extra boots? They're not ordinary boots. Brandon winked mysteriously before she put on a pair right in front of us. Watch closely. Ronnie suddenly hopped like a little rabbit, excitedly showing off. Clearly, Siren, who was watching her bounce come down, was also eager to try. These boots have special elastic chips. Isn't that cool? With these, we can jump onto the high platform we saw earlier. And just think, I was wondering about how to get the trackers to take us there. Just having these elastic boots isn't enough. What about the monsters mob ahead? Good question. Well, even though these boots can help us reach high places, they can't help take us down those monsters guarding the area. Have you found anything else apart from these boots? Yes, I found another note on the box. This is the 5th one, right? Siren handed me the note. As I tried to read it, I realized it wasn't actually words. Is this box minute in G minor? Unlike the warning-filled notes before, the 5th note was filled with a musical score. Did they notice that setting threatening letters wasn't working, so they switched to some music to add variety? But that bat did bring this note to you. But did the bat bring you this note to you this time as well? Well, it was hovering near the box, and then Brownie and I noticed the 5th note by the box. Sounds like the bat wanted us to notice both the boots and the note. Why does the bat keep bringing us intimidating notes and attempting to halt our progress, yet still guide us through this misty forest? Who knows what's going on in its head? Does it want us to leave or not? An almost imperceptible rustling sound came from the nearby bushes, as if the wind was rustling through them. Well, judging from the results, it was clearly been guiding us in the right direction. In the foggy expanse where it was so easy to get lost, it's definitely helped us more than it's hindered us. So you think those notes are... Perhaps they're not meant to intimidate us, but to guide us. I put the 5 notes on the ground in order, pondered for one, and then my gaze landed on the final musical score. This note is the most special one, but what does it mean? Music can convey emotions, and can also send messages. Yes, but this piece only has 2 bars, so it might not be more appropriate to consider the connection between the musical notes rather than the emotions conveyed through the melody. Connections between the musical notes? The disjointed threads of thoughts slowly came together in my mind, and ideas gathered like converging streams surging forth. If you look at the adjacent notes as a sequence of numbers, and use the commonly used piano C1 key as the bass, or number 1, the D1 key as 2, and so forth, then use the second octave C2 key as 8, and the D2 key as 9. I have no idea what he's saying right now. Ugh. The first 4 notes of this minute are D2 key from the second octave, and the G1, A1, and B1 keys from the first octave. In other words, the numbers are 9, 5, 6, and 7. The first note says, those who enter the forbidden grounds, death will follow in their wake, shouting them until the end. The 9th word is follow. The second note says, a bird trapped inside a cage beyond the blood moon, might enter the confines with broken wings. The 5th word is the. The 3rd note says, a lone boat rocks under the moonlight high above. The moon's reflection on the river resembles a scimitar, leaving people no escape to like the lone boats. The 6th word is high. fourth note said, lost in the chaotic mountains, praying time could turn back, crows will mock the desperate regret, and death will answer the painful denial. Seventh word is mountains. Follow the high mountains. We turned to look behind. Sure enough, there was a high mountain in the south of campsite. What's on that mountain? A secret passage leading to the castle, or a mechanism that activates something? Now that we have the high jump boots, we can easily reach the mountain's peak. I'll scout out the path ahead first. Trackers flew toward the high mountain. Soon images appeared on the screen. It seems like there's only some monsters. Besides that, nothing particularly noteworthy. Since the clues from the notes are leading us there, we must go and see what's going on in the mountain. The bat tilted its head on a withered branch, as if listening to our decision about going to the high mountain. It then flapped its wings and circled around us. There must be some tough battles ahead. Can you handle it? Our response was concerned look. I gave her a reassuring smile and then focused my gaze on the screen in her hands. I'll be fine. Also, judging from the terrain around the mountain, I think we can handle the situation without being detected. You mean we sneak in? It does seem like a suitable place for stealth combat. Let's try to avoid unnecessary complications by dealing with them stealthily. Alright, the objective is set. The plan is ready. Let's go. Bonnie happily winked at me, and along with Siren, cheerfully started forward while holding the high jump boots. Meanwhile, the rustling sound of the bushes seemed to have faded away in the wind. Was that another bat? Nah, they're following us. Those two. Sounds for stealth. Nothing over there, just looping.
Brony online. 目標ロックオン。はや。私は。やっ。
I really don't know how they made that connection between the music notes and the word in a cipher. Like, I am not at all smart enough to figure something like that out. I would never figure something like that out. I'd probably fail any escape room I went into. I'm just not a puzzle person like that.
私やっちょっと逃げないでよそれ逃げられないよこれは運じゃない実力だよ
Monsters are gone. The monster fell with a heavy thud. Bonnie clapped her hands casually, gesturing up to look at the screen in her hands. This is the footage from the high platform earlier. Did you notice anything? The monsters, they disappeared? Could the monsters on this mountain be somehow connected to those guarding the high platform? Well, perhaps this is the reason the note led us to the mountain. Let's use the high jump boots to check out the platform. Roger. By the way, where did that bat go? I looked around, but the bat was nowhere to be found. Even the rustling of the wind passing through the bushes had vanished, just like the mountain monsters. Must have gone home? I looked ahead. Not far away, the castle loomed in the crimson mist, as if being consumed by the fiery glow that filled the sky. The castle might be right in front of us. The castle was right in front of us. My body felt so cold that it became numb, yet my heart was beating wildly. Almost there. I may not be especially smart, but I would at least know that obviously the bat's like been leading us. It's like a familiar. Hop, hop. Oh, the memory. You knew from the very beginning that it would end up like this, right? You knew I couldn't do it, and would eventually come back here to help you with your plan. Because you and that person, in essence, are quite similar. Huh, it's the very first time I've seen you this surprised. What, didn't think vampires' noses are this keen? I noticed it when we first met. I'll never mistake that person's scent. But you're not that person, I know. You have similar scents, but completely different mindsets. You walk on opposite paths. I won't ask you about the history between you two. I don't care what you intend to do. We use each other, and that's enough. No matter how many crimes I commit, whether this affection can be conveyed, or even if my hands are covered in blood, I will not falter. I will let that person live. Ah, Luna, doing so much for us. Flown in huh. Let's get into that castle. Why don't we sup to Himiko? Or Brownie, actually. Here we are. Finally at the castle. The ancient castle stood tall amidst the wilderness, tranquil and silent without even the faintest sound of the wind. I subconsciously looked up. Several bats had happened to be fluttering their wings in the red moonlight, creating a loud flapping sound that seemed especially resonant at this moment. I couldn't help but shiver, not from being startled by those cowardly bats, but because of the invisible sharp object that seemed to be pierced me again, keeping me from her. You're here, right? This time, I'll find you. A muffled sound broke the frightful silence. I turned my head, running a step on the castle's iron gate. Another locked door. The people in this world seem to be in good habit of always closing the door behind them. As normal people tend to do, yeah. Look, there's a lever here, probably for controlling the gate. Oh, little Siren, you're so smart. Never mind. I just want to say that this lever seems to be jammed and unable to be activated. We need to find another way. Wait, I noticed there's a folded note inserted into the top of the lever. I took it down and unfolded it, reading the words on it. To activate the lever on the main gate, you first need to activate the 3 mechanisms in the garden on either side. However, attempting to enter the castle also undoubtedly require paying a corresponding price. If the only possibility ending is loss, do you really have the courage to make a choice? Another note. Though it seems like it's giving us a hint at first glance, the latter part looks to be a scare tactic. It seems like there really is someone observing us from the shadows. Is that person trying to help us get into the castle, or discourage us from proceeding? I can only sense confusion and contradiction from this note. If they don't want us to enter the castle, why would they go through all the trouble of getting to guide us here? Choice and contradiction. Could it be? No, I can't be sure for now. Let's first find a better way to enter the castle. Regardless of the mysterious observer and his intentions, we only have one goal: move forward. Let's follow the instructions and search for the 3 mechanisms. 1, 2, and 3. Gotta think about this one a bit. Or not. I can't remember, but I don't think that last time this event was around, they actually had an animation for climbing the ladder. I think it just sort of teleported you up there. I don't remember there being a climbing animation for it. I could be wrong, but I sort of get that feeling.
Brony online. 私へいやったちょっと逃げないでよそれ
トルネード。
私
It's nice that they really put these little fighting stages at just the right amount of like difficulty. To not take too long, not be too short, and just have the enemies being just the right amount of squishiness in order to have fun with it and just easily clear it out without it impeding you too great, without it impeding you at all.
心配ありゲームはここで終わりです。
Whoops. Got too eager there. Number 2. Ow. 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 Oh, you're back. What's the matter? You look sad. Did something happen? I know exactly why. Don't worry, I'm still here, sister. Sorry, sister. Huh? I've changed? How come? I've always been like this. I thought we agreed to support each other for life. I know this is something that the justice I know that this is something that the justice in you can't tolerate. You see, you and I have a... You see, you are all I have, sister. I'm sorry, but you're the only one I can turn to. If you still love me, stay with me until the end. Although I have long been undeserving of your love. Until my life perishes, we'll be together. Let that moment come early. Luna. Doing a job of collecting these, like, naturally. I missed this one. Somewhere in West Sapphire. Nice that they tell you where they are just so easily.
Brony online. 目標録音。ファイヤー。
Just feels so nice to get all those splashes down. Just like the little splash sound effects sound so satisfying.
私はやっやっせんへっそれ逃げられぬトルネード
ねえ、私の活躍はどうだった？
Come on. And number 3. As the 3 gates were inserted into their respective keyholes, the main gate opened like a large horizontally stretched mouth, revealing a deep and dark passage inside, as if ready to devour anything that entered. Finally, I wonder who resides in this castle, a princess or a demon lord? We should get going. Sorry, Captain, I hate to admit this, but the person you're after did awful things to all the Teresas. We might have to prepare ourselves for the worst. I understand. I will make that choice. Are you alright? Your face is getting paler, and you've been coughing along the way. Don't overexert yourself, sir. I can still manage. Don't worry about me. Now that we've made it this far, there's no way I turn back. I must find her and ask her why she did all this. I've made my choice, and regardless of what happened when we were separated, I must save her. The rosy moon quietly rose behind us, illuminating the path ahead. I took a deep breath and moved on. I wasn't sure if this was the right thing, but the increasingly clearer pain felt by my body kept reminding me. We're about to meet. Here we go, into the castle. It was another quiet night, with the breeze carrying the fragrance of roses. Now she could tell me what was happening inside and outside of the castle, just by her nose, since she had long grown used to it. It was not akin to a caged lodge loaded with books, an alley with nobody at night, or a balcony bathing in the moonlight. This was a castle that belonged to her only, filled with toys she loved and had grown tired of. She was the absolute master of it, and its master should feel content. But she had been standing here all day long. Ah, there she is, Luna. Any news? I see, earlier than I expected, but it doesn't matter. It might be hard, but they have to be stopped. She gave orders casually, but her gaze never strayed from the distance, as if she were talking to another self in the void. Go ahead. She was alone again on the dark balcony. Human, you're indeed stubborn. Suddenly she remembered hearing his stories or catching glimpses of him when she was traveling across the bubbly universes. She had long expected a reunion here someday, but how can you be so careless? Take a moment to focus and try to think about what it is I'm doing here. Otherwise, everything I've done will be for nothing. She looked out at her territory. Every branch and bloom meticulously planted and arranged to her preference now made her feel bored and lonely. Idiot. Such an idiot. Your kindness only satisfies yourself. After all these years, you still fail to understand that. Over the many years, she had learned restraint. Her heart was restless, but she looked perfectly calm. To give herself a bit of relief, she nipped at the rose. The stagnant aroma of the air was disturbed, revealing a slightly bitter scent different from the roses. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention, but it seems you're not the guest I was expecting. Who's skulking about? Is it Kasumi? Rita, right. He stormed in without invitation. How unladylike. You try hard to play an evil mastermind without the determination to do whatever it takes. You're not so much of a villain, are you? Without a trace of panic, the girl walked under the moonlight with perfect grace. The soft light all over her only made her seem more poised and collected. Such a tone is truly offending for the host. Nice to meet you. You may refer to me as Rita, or call me by my codename, Rosemary. Oh, judging from the look on your face, I don't seem to be a stranger to you, Miss Teresa. I'm flattered by how much you know about me. You must have put in quite an effort, but how could you not know how I hate that name with passion? Oh, are you trying to anger me on purpose? I very much regret that, Miss Luna. But there wasn't even a flicker of fear or regret in her face. Well, would you like to be taught a thing or two about proper manners by a villain like me? Fighting another Valkyrie is always such a rare occasion. Good moves for fitting a lady. Thanks for the compliment, Luna. You haven't really done much other than get juggled, Rita. Oh, you don't need to go easy on me. A lady never complains about the host's manners. Still just looks so cool. Why don't I let you do something? Go on and do something. Come on now, Rita. Come on, do
地形
something.
の神のささやきを聞きましょう。
私の時間では誰も勝てないのよ。
There you go, I got to do something. Now let's wrap this up. I never got that weapon, that cross. Not a surprise. The hint of a smile faded from Rita's face. She stared at Luna calmly while Luna did the same. What on earth is she up to? I can't see through her at all, and I hate this feeling. When I first began my research on you through dream particles, you were strong enough to observe the Teresa's in multiple bubble universes. What an incredible power you had. Now I'm still no match for you in fighting, but at least you never hammer and haw. You should be happy to see my current dilemma. And what a wicked lady you are. Your strength has weakened a lot. What does that have anything to do with you? It doesn't indeed, but I suppose it may have something to do with one of my companions. Tell me I'm wrong, Miss Teresa. Just like you, my friend's health has been deteriorating rapidly. I've never been one to believe in coincidences, and I tend to assume that those two things are somewhat related. Is that why you're so restless? You are indeed the master of verbal manipulation, but unfortunately I'm an evil and frightening vampire rather than a gullible human girl. I won't fall for your trick. Oh, since you're immune to my verbal manipulation, how about I tell you a story, Miss Luna? As the price for breaking into my castle, a mere story is far from enough. Rita paid no mind to Luna's sarcasm and began to tell a story, as if she didn't hear it. It's a story about the rose and the marionette. A young girl who was just learning to garden, tended to her garden with utmost care. She loved both the beauty of the rose and the fragrance of the mignonette. Mignonette. I think that's how you say it, maybe? I don't know. Thus she planted them in the same garden. However, she soon found the rose hindered the growth of the mignonettes, while the withered mignonette in return made the beautiful rose wilt. Not only that, the whole garden was to end up ugly and barren, without a trace of its former liveliness. Right then, the rose made it her choice. She drew her roots out, with her leaves furled and her receptacle drooping. That's enough! She clenched her open in her hands, trying desperately to sound tough. You should leave. How could a gardener's experience of daydreaming upset Miss Luna so much? Or, Rita took a step forward instead. Does Miss Luna sympathize with the rose that made such a decision? Immediately, Rita felt a prickling sensation on her exposed skin. I said you should leave. Don't make me repeat myself for the third time, and you may end up like this glass panel. Lifting her skirt, Rita bent slightly and curtsied slowly, before saying goodbye, and as if sincerely thanking the host for the hospitality. Till we meet again, Miss Luna. Then she walked out of the living room, disappearing into the darkness of the hall. Hey, whatever your tricks are, I will not succumb to them and let you meddle with my business. You're not welcome in my castle. A furious echoes bounced off the walls, chasing away incomprehensibly each and every person who tries to interfere or dissuade, until they quieted down under the moon and in the shadow. In a heartbeat, she had already composed herself. Siren is indeed a suitable name for her. Ah, yes, take it. For some reason, their existences are countering each other. No. A predictable fit of dizziness washed over her, but it was much more severe than she initially expected. So that won't do something to me when we're fighting her and talking all that nonsense? She inhaled deeply, the rich floral fragrance calming her down quickly. I can't allow myself to see that guy in such a bad state. After brushing the tips of her braids with her comb, she continued to adjust her petal-like skirt hem. Hang in there, it's time to go. Kongman, you can't wait to see me, right? Miss Luna, you ask me this question every single day. Oh, you are the most interesting companion I've ever had, so of course I cherish your company. Did the guests just now tire you out so quickly? Poor Rita, even you could be rejected. Kongman, you've been colluding with her? Cold and faint moonlight leaked through the window. Kongman didn't utter a word, just staring at the broken window as if seeing her acquaintance or waiting for their arrival. Kongman confused and intrigued Luna all the same. Thus Luna moved closer to her like a purring cat, as always. Kongman, when did you invite your good friend to come here? Oh right, I remember that you have a fantastic communicator that enables the user to see the other person's face with just a click, Kongman. Have you brought this into the castle in secret? Kongman, where did you keep this little communicator? Tell me now, pretty please. Rita could naturally see through your thoughts without any help from the others. Besides, Your thoughts are simple ones in nature, and that's why you were chosen by the Predator and looked and worked for them without being aware. With neither a retort of anger nor a gasp of surprise, Luna just snapped out of her cute informant for a second before going back to her usual childish self. It seems that Common still treats me like a child, so unfair. I'm certainly no longer a child who knows nothing, be it mocking me blatantly or secretly for being the prey or thinking you took advantage of me. I knew them all right from the start. Being treated like this, even I have my limits. Kongman, you're such a naughty girl. I'm warning you for the first time. Don't do that again. Kongman's eyes brightened up, but she didn't seem to mind Luna's words. Miss Luna, what if I tell you that there is actually a solution to this desperate situation? I know that you always want to appear smarter than the others, Kongman, but not everyone is willing to buy it, you know. Kongman completely ignored Luna's words, just staring at her while going on. All along, you only care about that person and Teresa. Therefore, for you, it's bound to be a situation where one side must be sacrificed. But you apparently can't bring yourself to do that. Kongman's exploitation failed to invoke even the slightest remorse from Luna. What have I just said? You act too much like a know-it-all. Silly me, for a moment I even thought you could really surprise me, Kongman. Kongman, put that fan of yours down. You're not smarter than me. Kongman chuckled. Granted, you have conveyed each and every possibility for that person, but you neglected his feelings. Think about it. How would he feel after realizing what you've done? Of all the people, no one knows how he is better than you. A gentle soul, a person who remembers and keeps all the promises. Could someone like that ever enjoy life built on the sacrifice of others' lives, comfortably upon learning the truth? Fine. Looks like you do want to keep me here for some chit-chat. Go on then, I'm all ears for a good idea. I've experienced death before. The world I was in always had been trying to kill me, time and time again. It was him who fought for the whole world trying to save me, and changed the course of my fate every single time. That's the reason why I believed he'd make the same choice out of a stubbornness and persistence for you. For me, and for those of us at the present. But Luna just giggled while shaking her head, as if she had heard all she'd heard was a tale of old time. Is that all, Kongman? Don't make that face at me. Me no likey. Leaving the cell, Luna locked the door tightly with the chains around again. She paused for a moment, like something suddenly occurred to her. But your affection doesn't matter anymore, since we probably would never meet again, right? With a broad smile, she lifted her head to watch Kongman, who was standing by the window in her cell. Her eyes twinkled with excitement. Bye. What's going on? I'm suddenly so tired. Body is going weaker by the second. A bursting and buzzing noise came up. The signal was poor, but Luna continued anyway. Now, I'm going to fulfill my own wish. Goodbye. I'm bidding you farewell, don't you understand? It's indeed time to terminate the deal between us. Aren't you surprised? I've been expecting this day. After all, we had different objectives from the beginning. You and I only joined forces because of temporary mutual benefits. An alliance like that will only fall apart over time. Does that mean you predicted this outcome from the start? You broke my heart, for real. I thought we could be more honest with each other. But if what you said is true, I can save myself from the trouble of learning more about your little party by some other means, right? That's a little rude, don't you think? All you need to do is take me where I want to be, as I brought back all that you want. An alliance so firm ends up falling apart under our mutual suspicion. What big bad villain you are. Save your breath. Don't you have your own wish to fulfill, Miss Teresa? You're just as insufferable as that woman. You even anger me with the same approach. However, I won't fall for it twice. You've grown up. Have I? Thank you. Please keep this friendliness from me until we meet again. Though there won't ever be a next time. Another wave of irritating current noises. Didn't even let me finish. How annoying. Is it really okay to end everything like this? I keep thinking he would come out of the blue and stir up trouble. Careworn and with anxiety, she leaned her weight on the handrail. The more intense the prickling pain, the more it meant. He had come eventually, and was drawing nearer. Doesn't matter. I've already made up my mind, so I prepare myself to face and accept all the consequences. Her gaze traveled through the garden and the court under the night sky, searching for any traces that person might have been missing day and night, could have just left now. As long as it's for you, I have nothing to be afraid of, even if I'm fighting. the rules of the world. Meanwhile, in the front of the castle gate. Entering the castle. The castle was not as spooky and scary as I'd imagined. Instead, every cranny and nook screamed loneliness and naivete, with impractical designs everywhere seemingly existing solely to fill up the owner's imagination. I looked around, hoping to find some trace of the invaders, but it turns out that mysterious person watching us from the dark was pretty careful. She didn't leave behind a single clue. Are you looking for that mysterious person? How'd you know? I can't blame the other two for asking something for asking something like that. But you, how are you going to underestimate Gene's hacker's perception like that? Come on, Brownie. Just joking. See, here goes cool as a cucumber. The appearance of those tiny bats we saw along the way doesn't seem like a coincidence to me. Plus, all those clues link to the castle's real entrance. Even if I hadn't seen a mysterious person leave in a rush, I should have realized that they'd been there, that they'd have to be nearby. Himiko's voice became low. She had been looking around like I had. I'd really love to meet this mystery person. Shush, quit looking around or you risk scaring them off. The corners of Brownie's lips curved up in a smile. As if to apologize, she then gave a discreet nudge. Siren, is there some kind of magic to make someone visible right away? Magic doesn't work like that. Besides, I'm not familiar with this godforsaken place. Using magic willy-nilly may attract unwanted attention. But we can now all agree that the mysterious person isn't looking to hurt us, but guide us. True, there's no rhyme or reason to the hints they've given us, but if they didn't want to meet us, or can't risk exposing their identity to others, then it all makes sense. Everyone sank into silence for a moment. Can't we all just tell whoever owns those bats to show themselves? No, as long as we keep going, the opportunity to make the mysterious person show themselves will come sooner or later. Are you absolutely certain? Of course not. But it looks like we have to take some risks to find out how much the mysterious person really cares about us. Hello? Who's home? Nope, it's not working. Such a nice little background this is. The moon through the window, the Homo plush on the throne. Very good background art. Even with all my strength, I couldn't make the locked stone door in front of me not budge. Captain, do yourself a favor and stop wasting your strength? Leave it to Pro. What do you mean, Pro? Obviously, it's... Siren, put that amazing magic of yours to use. Hey, why is this on me again? And since when am I the lock-picking pro? Well, isn't there some kind of magic that you can unlock any door with just a tap? Like in the comics or games, or you can just summon a giant fireball and let's blow the door off. Anyway, you must have some tricks to open this ancient door, right? I mean, you can always try picking the lock if you don't. Well, excuse me, but we're not in a comic or a game. I've already told you that magic doesn't work like that. And if I really could do all that, why don't I just create a portal and teleport you all directly to the center of the castle? Based on past experiences, we need a key to open this door, but we don't have a key on us right now. So what should we do? Wait for the key to look for us, of course. Punch it. Yeah, it's just a matter of force. You're not making any sense. What do you plan to do, Captain? Don't do anything stupid. In spite of everyone's discouragement, give the door a solid punch. Yep, just like I thought. That really hurt. And the door hasn't budged an inch. Are you okay? We can figure something else out. Just don't act on impulse. I'm fine. Isn't that... From behind a statue in the corner, one of the tiny bats had shown up again. Waving its wings at us, it made a beeline for the side road. Looks like my assumptions were right. The mysterious person isn't going to let us get stuck here. So that's what you think. In that case, it's even clearer now that the mysterious person doesn't want to hurt us. Where does that bat want to take us, though? To find the key? I think so. Let's follow and see. Another memory. It hurts. How? Who is it? It's you. What are you... What, are you here to laugh at me? Save your breath. I've expected this degree of backlash, and it won't affect the transaction between us. an obvious lie. Tell me, where's the next Bubble universe we're headed to? Can't wait to meet her there. A faint smile. It connects all of us together, and then... this game is so much fun. Inconcealable pain. To fulfill a wish, you have to pay the price. It's fair, after all. Sincerity without regrets. I can't turn back, can I? Nah, going through so much for us. No, not that. Take that. No. Come on now. Come on. There we go. So many boxes. Why don't we walk around as Himiko now? Ah, darn it. Alright. That one opens that one. Ah. Alright, but I need that one to open. Reset. No, not that one. This opens that gate. What does that give me? Opening this gate. Oh, I know. I'm overthinking it. There we go. This must be the key we've been looking for. Finally. Be careful, the tractor's detected something wrong with how the stone tiles under the key is placed. It could be a trap. Give me one and I'll see what I can do. How come? Does this mysterious person want to lead us to a trap? Why else would they always be hiding in this dark still all this time? No, if that were true, they wouldn't need to wait until now. Thinking like that, a dangerous idea suddenly emerged in my head. I know how to make the mysterious person show themselves, but it might put us at a risk. Risk? Captain, are you just going to take this key? Yes, if the mysterious person really wants to help us, they'll show up when we're in real danger. But what if we're wrong? What if the real intention is to lead us into a trap? That changes nothing. Besides, Genius Hacker will come to your rescue. If you've made your decision, we'll face the consequences together. But if you're too weak for it, leave it to me. I'm fine. I won't go down so easily. Besides, I know you can't pay the... Besides, how can I let you pay the price for my actions? Well, be careful then, and don't try to go playing the hero. We still have a lot on our plate afterward. No worries. Just give me a little room. I allowed myself slightly and took a deep breath. The second I took the key, I could feel the stone tile below spring back from the lack of pressure. The tile around the room began to collapse, and a current of water came gushing from the ground, blocking our way out. I knew it. Watch out, everyone! Water, water everywhere. Callan! There's no time. Come here quickly. Not that way. Callan! Good to see you again, Callan. Phew, that was a close call. Are you alright? Thanks a lot, Mystery Lady, or should I say Callan. Wielding two pistols, she took notice of our astonished and confused gaze, and then... Master Callan, it was you helping us in secret. You guys... Callan's gaze darted around, and eventually fell on me. She sighed softly on her face, and was... She sighed softly. On her face was a look of frustration and relief. You were willing to take that risk just to call me out in the open. I apologize for meeting you under such circumstances, but I want to express my gratitude in person. Are you upset now that we've seen through you? I don't understand. You acted all mysterious and had us running around and confused the whole time, but in the end you actually know each other? Why not just be honest from the start? Yes, Master Callan, you can trust me completely. I don't deserve to be addressed as Master any longer, so just call me Callan. As for the reason I remain behind the scenes, it's because this thing has been gradually getting out of my control, and I don't want to involve more innocent bystanders. Better to stay on a certain day and live forever than lose my life in vain and exist as nothing more than an addition to the archives of missing people. Himiko, I took the liberty of deciding for you. Callan, I really appreciate your help. I know I'm just a regular investigator at Siskel, but nothing special. But ever since I submitted my notice of dropping out, I've accepted my fate as someone who will always push themselves for other people's sake. Instead of continuing living in blissful ignorance, I want to try my best to reach the truth. You know, on the day I kept reliving, I always feel endless regret for spending the entire day without getting anything done, instead of being grateful for every breath I got to take. Himiko, please trust us, Callan. We'll make a really good team, right? That's right. If you had just wanted to keep that secret, you wouldn't have gone through all the efforts to drop us hints. It seems to me that you could definitely use our help. And I came here to find her, so please tell us what you know. After all that time apart, I can't wait to know what she's been up to. Alright then. Callan began to tell us everything that she knew. She had followed the orders of the girl who had been her sister once, going back and forth through multiple bubble universes to steal everything related to ether anchors. She aimed to kill her sister, fighting with everything she had to save her Teresa. And when facing her sister, she couldn't bring herself to snuff out her life, but instead, she believed that someone could one day help her evade the inevitable. The everlasting dilemma and anguish turned into teardrops, hidden deep within her heart. I know nothing about her exact purpose, but she must have been falling into the abyss inch by inch. Callan, it's such a tangible web of emotions. They're sisters after all, so I can understand what she must have felt. But claiming you don't want innocent lives involved while guiding us in secret, isn't that a bit of a conflict of interest? You're right, maybe I've been craving someone to save us from the start. Since it's just me and me alone, I'm still a coward who doesn't dare to confront my inner thoughts head on. You could have just asked for help directly. I think you must have also felt it, that it's an endless pit from which there was no leaving unscathed. With more and more ether anchors in my hand, the difference in strength between me and A872 only grew wider, and I also began to notice she had a powerful force to back her up. Knowing all that, you're still willing to help me? I am. What other answer could there be? I've long been accustomed to risking my future for the mere illusion of hope. Goes to show our captain is really just an idiota who doesn't know where to quit. Sometimes there's a glimmer of hope. Just like me, our leader is someone willing to go to great lengths for others without any thoughts of reward. Seriously, Idioka, so nice. Yep, I, the genius hacker, also chose this employer, That should tell you a lot. How foolish. Count slept with an exaggerated sigh, but when she looked up again, the sincere and resolute smiles from her first time we had met had reappeared. But thank you. I know nothing about her intention, but she has brought here many children who look just like her. They may have something to do with her plan. Before you look for her, I think you can rescue them first. Oh, maybe we'll even find Miss Kongman. Have you seen anyone carrying around a feather fan? I'm sorry, but she won't allow me near those cells. The only ones that know anything about it are in the outer sphere. That's fine. We'll take things one step at a time. Perhaps we can get new leads from those Theresas when we're going to save. Alright then, let me show you the way. Countess, join the party. Save Teresa. There's someone that looks just like Terry's carbon copy. Captain, is she the one you're looking for? I'm afraid not. Apart from Miss Kongman, the other Teresa our captain wants to find is someone with ruby eyes. This Teresa must be from another world. Right, she's imprisoned a lot of Teresas here. Every day I understand less and less. Let's get this Teresa out of here first, and she can probably give us clues about Luna and Kongman's whereabouts. Excuse me, miss. Are you okay? Huh? Who are you people? Who we are isn't important now. You just need to know that we're here to help you. How do you feel, Teresa? How do you know my name? Although I guess it's not that strange since I'm a famous detective on campus who can take on any case, except for that one mysterious girl. Wait, are you really here to save me? Are you a famous campus detective? Shouldn't you be clever enough to figure that out? There's that question again. Forget it, I don't need to explain myself to you. But can you really get me out of here? The owner of this castle absolutely hates intruders like you, just so you know. The owner of this castle, is she a girl with ruby eyes who looks just like you? Yeah, oh, I get it, you know each other. And you're here looking for her, right? I nodded gravely. Judging from your expression, she must hold a special place in your heart, since your heart is pounding so fast. In fact, she always felt lonely underneath her cool exterior. Huh, 1 second you couldn't even guess what we were up to, and now you're talking like you know everything. Because for your information, I have a degree in psychology, not in mind reading. Enough, knock it off. We still need to get help the other Teresas out. I wonder where Miss Kongman is being kept. Is there anyone else you're looking for? I can lead the way. You know where they're being kept? Isn't that obvious? This girl isn't as clever as she pretends to be. All it took was a few tries to figure out the general direction of the other calls. I'll show you the way there now. Awesome, thank you so much. While we're here, we'll be sure to send you back to your world. My world? Yeah, I've been gone for so long. Makes me wonder how my task givers are doing. I don't remember the event that Teresa's from. There are some old events that I didn't get a chance to play. And that one being one of them, I think. A detective, Teresa? Really don't know. Ah. Got it. Yeah, that was awfully loud. Easy enough. Ah, again. I expect that a few more times, I guess. Didn't play there for that one. Another memory? Oh no, that was a portal. swim this? Ah. Swimming goes really fast. No key. I think this next Teresa too. I also don't think I know. I even have a poster from like that's supposed to be of that event. I never got the chance to play like the whatever this Alice in Wonderland Teresa is. I remember there being a cell this way. Shoot, the door's locked. Looks locked. Whoa, Marsh Hare, you're finally here. You finally come to rescue me. I am here to rescue you, but please don't call me. Please don't call me that. Just Haxer will do. Can you open the door from the inside? If I could do that, why would I still be trapped here? The door isn't here. They're just iron bars. It must be somewhere else. Sounds like a design feature to protect the castle from invasion. In that case, we'll have to make a detour. Thank you so much. By the way, I saw the girl had a key in the box in the lower room. It won't be locked for the cells, but you might have use for it at some point. Got it. Let's go look for the key first then. Over that way. Okay, it didn't open. Alright, let's do this again. We need to turn gold to unlock this one. Come on. That opens this one. Hold on. Ah, it's a gold gate, so I need them to turn gold. I need to push the box over here? Okay. I got it. I'll get there. There we go. Okay. Don't have the hammer for that yet. How's it when we get over there? Let's head back here. Jeez. Sorry about that. Amber alerts. Need to get more levels. I want to get that hammer. Oh, right. I'm done. The direction it didn't let me go before. Ah, jeez. I'm silly. At least was able to go back and do that thing with the rooms, get that treasure. Just go this way, dummy. Ladder. Then over here. More keys. Take a look around first a bit. Ah, there's a switch there. Ah, they caught me. Is that a hammer? Why is she using a hammer, not our guns? Little chibi's going up the ladder is so cute. And open. Phew, thanks, March Hare. We really should have a tea party together sometime. I told you I'm not. You know what, forget it. You know, Barney, March Hare is a lot cuter than Haxor or whatever. This isn't the time for chit-chat. Let's get going. Stop there! Oh no, they found us. You go first, I'll deal with them. Book it. You got it, Himiko. Himiko began firing off rounds to block the path. The sound of gunshots began fading into the distance. The number of Teresa's we saved was too large to keep track of, but I remember Kongman wasn't among them. Afterwards, it was Brawny who asked Callan to look after me, while she and Siren managed to keep us out of harm's way. The monsters were drawing closer. In order to deal with the looming threat, my companions took the lead and cleared a path for me. To make the best out of their efforts, I did everything I could to tag along, behind Callan, dragging my heavy body forward with sheer willpower. Thump thump thump. The now erratic beating of my heart was all I could hear, and the only clear way ahead was now locked by a giant monster. Meanwhile, the others are still dealing with the monster behind me and hand-capped up. Callan, how are you doing? I'm fine, but you look super pale. Kind of you to notice. It's because I slept poorly last night, is all. Let's keep moving. Something knocked my throat. I kept dragging my feet forward. Before anything else comes after us, we have to clear the way ahead. What are you talking about? Are you really going to be able to handle this? We're running out of time, Callan. The only enemy we have left to face is the one in front of us. Things will only get worse if the castle guards catch up with us. Come on, let's do this together. The danger where we had just come from seemed to be drawing closer. Everything was driving us forward. Callan looked calm. This wasn't the first time she had been in this sort of situation. Alright, let's go. Student Jaeger. Another early favorite battle suit. These guns, huh? This Honkai beast seems tougher than the previous ones. Is it just my imagination? Just slightly stronger. Don't worry, just leave it to me. Wait, Count, it's becoming stronger. I'll come. Shoot, what went wrong? Could be this Honkai beast is connected out of being, maybe? This weird, powerful creature was able to heal completely whenever he was hurt, while Cal and I were hanging on by a thread. The pain from behind came faster than I could register, and I knew I'd been knocked into a wall. Why? Why does nothing work against it? I probably had a concussion as my vision became dim. My ears were the only thing working, and all I could hear was, "Captain! Captain!" It was Callan's voice. Why is it coming in and off? Ugh, insufferable. She was still fighting. Was Callan hurt? All I saw was a blur. Bracing myself against the wall, I stood up against searching blindly for something to use as a weapon. Just like I thought. Now I got it. Leave it to me from now on. Don't worry, Captain. It'll all be over soon. What did she say just now? I tried to pull myself together, but when I opened my eyes again... Callan! Right before the Honkai beast attacked, Callan stood in the way. You! Go now! Next time I might not be able to hold it off. The bullet wasn't lethal, but it did slow the Honkai beast down. Perhaps it had reached its limits too. Get out of here, please! No way! We still have a chance to take this thing down. We'll leave it together. Rest up and quicken. Callan shook her head softly. She was so busy with the Honkai beast attacks, I couldn't make out the expression on her face. Captain, this is the only chance. I have to stay. Does the gun look familiar to you? There's a special bullet in it. Please, take it. What are you planning to do? Haven't we already agreed to find Luna together and stop her? But here you're forcing me to make another choice? I've had enough of this! Captain, you probably realized this by now. I can't kill this Honkai beast. Not while I'm still alive. I don't know what Ace 872 has done, but just like the bond between me and her before everything was shattered, my life and this beast are fused together. The answer is obvious. I must die with it together here, whether to stop here or to protect you. And the very reason I can still control its body is built on countless Teresa sacrifices. Death will redeem me to you and all those innocents. It's okay. I already knew that there was no way out of this situation. So please, use that bullet to atone for our sins. It's my choice and mine alone. Forgive me, Captain, for not fulfilling my promise. Don't be stupid, Callan. You're just afraid of facing her. You couldn't even call her by her name. Do you really think you can sever your bond when you're still stuck calling her 8872? Do you really not believe the dull pain in your heart any more than leaving that choice to me? Your so-called self-sacrifice is simply a cop-out. You people always think sacrificing yourselves will fix everything rather than taking the hard way forward. The way that leads to a happy ending for everyone. To go on your own terms and leave behind nothing but sorrow and torment. I'm over how selfish you all are. Callan was silent, her eyes brimmed with muddled emotion. She's your little sister. Even if she's calling herself something else, or has changed, your relationship is the same. If she knew her sister had tossed the decision of her life and death to another person without any care, she'd be crushed. My sister. She's my sister. That's the very reason why I can't make that choice. I can't bring myself to think about her dying, but I also can't stand to think about letting her have her way. Don't you see? It's because you've been carrying this weight all by yourself this whole time. You hesitate and worry because you can't accept what the two choices might bring. You keep thinking about sacrificing yourself to tackle the problem, because asking others for help has always been such a foreign concept to you. But this time, it's different. This time you have me by your side, and we can face her together. We can have a third option, to create a new future. How come you haven't left yet? Because I made up my mind a long time ago to never, ever give up on anyone. Hidioka. I'm not letting you sacrifice yourself, Callan. You really are dumb. Just like her. Naive, stubborn, never backs away when she has her eyes set on something. And that's why she... With a lot of effort, I pushed myself up while keeping an eye on Callan's expression and the situation at hand and approach her inch by inch. If I can't dissuade her, I need to at least make her think twice before just deciding, since he doesn't want to die. Right at that moment... Back off! Callan shielded me first, and behind her, a sharp blade cut a silver arc. The Honkai beast paused for a moment. I knew that it could still attack by any second. Behind a searing caster protected magic, tracking the enemies each and every move. Himiko, you... Perfect timing, huh? We got a bit of Whoa, what? Got a big bad monster in your way? Now that the gang's all here? Let's teach this thing a lesson. We can't let Callan steal the show, can we? Be careful, everyone, and don't get carried away. There's something special about this beast. We weren't able to kill it. No problem. We'll just give it a good thrashing until it has no fight left. It's not much of a threat with all of us here. It's connected to Callan's life force, so if we attack it, Callan will also be in danger. Nothing but parlor tricks. I can try to figure out a way to unbind them, but it's gonna take me a while. Since it's blocked the only way forward, we'll have to do something to draw it away. Maybe we can go around it. Isn't there some kind of secret passage in this castle? Just like that, Count. See? Where there's a will, there's a way. We can't let the problems like these get in our way. Everyone quiet down and was staring at Callan, who was frozen at the side. Sorry, but you really are. I admit that I was wrong. I kept telling myself that I wouldn't hesitate if my sacrifice could end all of this. But you're right about it being a cop-out. It's extremely selfish and doesn't take anyone's feelings into account. I should be braver, learn to ask for help, explore other solutions, and confront her in person. The sister I love so much, and the only family I have. For me, I know a secret passage, but I must warn you that there will be even more danger there. I can't promise it'll work. You never know until you try, right? If we're lucky, we might not make it out, if we're lucky, we may make it out in one piece. If that doesn't work, let's continue with the plan Bronny and I had. Yeah, if we can't change the situation, we can always change our mind. Just take it slow and see what happens. With our captain here, well, there'll always be a way. Yeah, that's me, the legendary almighty captain, a regular walking encyclopedia of good ideas. I threw my hands up with a mock exasperation, and finally the tiniest of smiles emerged on Callan's face. So we're counting on you to lead the way, Callan. Okay, thank you, Captain.
安全エリアに到着したわ。
No self-sacrificing for so-called victories here. We've had enough of that in Honkai. One time was more than enough. Treasure. What's this one? Push it to the blue. Ah, man. Like. Oh. Come on. Jump. Another memory. Gotta grab that one. Loop back now. Not sure what it wants from me here. Ah. I jump up there, it knocks it down. Come on. Gotta pause me at every button. Bring the box back. Maybe I need to just push the box onto the button. That was it. Following Callan's lead, we searched for a path that would get us out of this dilemma. Before long, we found ourselves at the castle's periphery. To our surprise, instead of swarming with enemies, it was eerily empty. Callan, is it normal for this place to be left unguarded? It's anything but. Before, Teresa had arranged for plenty of guards to be here, but have they all disappeared now? Maybe they were taken out? I agreed. Before Bronny said anything, I came across a small signs of fight. And whoever did this clearly knew what they were doing, because there isn't a lot of evidence of a struggle. Those guards must have been killed before they even knew what hit them. It almost reminds me of... a ninja? Who's there? Siren casted a magic attack at the 3 trees ahead. The figure hidden in the trees dodged it effortlessly with a quick leap. Her movement stirred the air, and with it came a gentle breeze carrying a smell of flowers. It's rather uncouth to skip your introduction when you meet someone for the first time, you know. The figure seemed hesitant, but took a step forward nonetheless. With a shadow falling behind her feet, she finally came into view. Rosemary, where are you? Looks like I can skip my introduction after all. Why are you hiding there? Because I want to tell you the latest news. Under everyone's puzzled and irritated gaze, Rita behaved like another person. She wielded the purple scythe, spoiling the fight for us. Your short journey ends here. Hey, calm down, Rosemary. Are you insane? Rita's gaze never once strayed from me. Rita, must we fight each other too? Captain, I only interfere with your decision this once. I hope that you can leave the castle right away with them. As far as I know, it's the wisest choice. You knew what my answer would be, and yet you still picked up your weapon. An unfathomable smile appeared on her fair face. Captain, forgive me. Gotta do this again, huh? It's 4v1, Rita.
プロにオンライン出発の時間です。
Not like I don't remember why Rita's doing this. Still just a little,
ちゃんと見て
just
て
a little extra conflict to throw in.
それふん逃げられないトルネード
ねえ、私の活躍はどうだった？
Huh, Miss Rosemary, still the style you've got, I see. Searing tugged at the corner of Brownie's clothes. We have numbers on our side, nothing to boast about. There's nothing to boast about. I have lost, but I still won't let you pass. Rita, Kongman, and she, they're somewhere in this castle, right? So you intercepted us here. It's because you're afraid that once I lay my eyes on her, then... Not quite, Captain. She cut me off abruptly. Rita, who was usually elegant and composed at all times, displayed a hint of urgency in that instant. I stopped you here solely because of the very start. I didn't belong to Hyperion. Switching sides at the opportune moment was my plan all along. Didn't belong to Hyperion. Indeed, from the moment she appeared before me as Irene Adler, every encounter between us seemed to be a part of her scheme. Her past, her motives, why she traveled with us, it all seemed to be her shrouded in secrecy. Yet all the secrets paled in comparison to her now enigmatic nature. However, even if not belong to Hyperion wasn't a lie, it was a feeble excuse at this moment. She would leave countless reasons to deceive us, yet she chose to reveal the truth now, only to shield me from the fact I'd rather keep hidden from others. But I've made up my mind. I must find Luna and rescue Common. There's no reason for me to give up now. So he wanted to show us another side of that So he wanted to show us another side of you that doesn't belong to Hyperion. But I've noticed this from long ago. From the very beginning, you came to Hyperion under someone else's orders. Well, Captain, you're so perceptive to others that it can be quite vexing at times. Since you grasp the dynamics between us, there's no need for me to delve into further explanation. Unless I fall here, I won't let you pass. No matter what purpose you had in mind, when we set out, you made your choice, Rita. Are you truly acting under someone's orders to obstruct me here? Even if you don't belong to Hyperion, you're still a trusted ally. After all, we've known each other long before we stepped foot on Hyperion. If you're referring to the small favor at that manner, consider it a mere greeting for our first encounter. No, Rita, our first meeting didn't occur when I protected myself as that novelist. It happened during my initial conscious mapping, correct? You're the first person who got to know me, aren't you? You witnessed everything that happened to me in Sapphire, so you should understand my determination better than anyone. That's why you're blocking my way, isn't it? Not because you don't belong to Hyperion, but because you already belong to Hyperion. You know me better than anyone else. You know that I'll do whatever it takes to find her and save her. So that's why you don't want me to go any further, right? Huh. Seems like you realized it long ago. Now I am the one who is too dull. I can't even find a single answer to your questions at a time like this. However, Captain, if I were to tell you that from the very first time we met, I already had ill intentions, would you still believe me? Well, upon reflecting, almost every time I protected myself, Rita was there. Perhaps it's not the exact same Rita who currently stands before me every time, but she had never acted as my adversary, not even once. So even now, I still have faith that you are our ally, Rita. I need you. Please help me find her. Although I don't know what to admit in this situation, Captain is right. Even if it was our first meeting, you've helped me before. And that astute Kongwen who can see all outcomes never truly took precautions against you. Yeah, I can't speak for the others, but you did help me. Given the current circumstances, we indeed need more hands. Yeah, a sort of an ally. Do you remember, not long ago, you inquired about how to achieve a gratifying resolution when confronted with two equally demanding situations? Yes, you provided me quite an impressive answer. However, I am inclined to believe that a third outcome truly exists, I perceive things as having more than just two sides, as do human hearts. I respect your secrets and continue to trust in you. Together, we'll discover a path to avoid the impending destruction. I've done it before, so please, have faith in me. Well, based on what you've mentioned, it seems that I too am in search of that third outcome, just like you. Rita elegantly lifted her skirt and poured a graceful curtsy, invoking memories of our first encounter. Delightful meeting, unburdened by any worries or concerns. Similar to how Master Kongman now trusts you, I have never doubted your determination, Captain. It can be quite challenging to change that inevitable outcome. That is why I am here, but it seems like I wasn't necessary. Since you insist on moving forward, then I'm prepared to join you in your match your determination. Hold on, you've seen Kongman? Where is she? Rest assured, Captain, Master Kongman is quite safe currently, but you must hurry. She entrusted a message to me. The weight of a choice cannot be measured with a scale. Even if neither side's weight can be borne, a choice must be made. But whatever choice you make, I will face it with you. So please, hurry. You still have a chance to stop her. So does that mean I should go find Luna immediately? Rita didn't reply. She simply swung her sickle, parting the bushes behind her, revealing a grassy and overgrown hidden path before us. Let's go somewhere. Let's go, everyone. We're about to meet that lady. Rita is back. Grab that. What am I doing? Knowing that this is the letter impossible to send, an affection impossible to convey, but I still want to tell you my feelings. I want to try the novel snacks you share with me as we stroll the streets. I want to hide from the rain under a roof with you and the scent of you in wet grass. I want to visit many places, see many sights, and talk about many things with you. I want to... Luna. We're gonna do all those things together. Just you wait. As we continue down the hidden path, I could clearly feel my fatigue. Perhaps everyone had noticed it too, so I tried to be more spirited and energetic. They must have understood my resolve and directed concerned glances at me. My legs grew increasingly sore, and as we approached the tower, my vision dimmed. My mind grew hazy, yet that sharp sensation persisted, as if it was piercing through me. Suddenly, crimson smoke enveloped us, seemingly obstructing my progress. But I couldn't stop here. This must be Luna's room. A room that has long held her residence. Homu. She still likes Homu so much. Even though the Homu had become old, been washed so many times, its tag and stitching totally warm, you still hold it close to your heart like this. Oh wait, you... The huge Homu doll was sitting on the couch, its soft and furry body wrapped in delicate arms. Is that you, Luna? I rubbed my eyes to ascertain what I saw again, and then incredulously spoke her name. I saw the girl on the couch, tightly hugging Homu, her eyes shut, not responding. Are you alright, Luna? Look at me, you! I'm so clueless. Is she still mad at me? Or could it be that she's been through so much on her own, and has exhausted herself? Or maybe has she been hurt? I'm sorry I'm late. I'll take you to the hospital. You'll be okay just like before. Don't be scared, I'm here with you. Summoning my courage, I reached to hold her hand. Small hand, so cold. Human. I finally heard her call me. I raised my head, and she opened her eyes too. Our gazes met. Not too distant, not those distant red pupils, but darkness. A deep, nightmare-like darkness. Captain. Captain, can you hear me? Captain. Who are you? Captain, I'm sure you remember. We're in Miss Luna's castle. It's just that your location is somewhat unique. I have to find Luna. True to your reputation, Captain, your determination is unwavering. However... Where is she? Your body is all ready. No, I'm fine. If that's the case, Captain, follow my voice, and you'll find your way out. You must follow closely. As consciousness returned, fatigue and pain surged, and I reflexively opened my eyes wide. Captain, Rita, is that you? Did you save me? I struggled to survey my surroundings. That's odd. Did I faint in this room? To be precise, sir, it was before you entered the room. You just collapsed, and no matter how we tried, we couldn't wake you up. Yeah, and it took Rosemary a lot of effort to enter your dream and interfere with your consciousness. Given her dedication, I forgive her. But why did you still look so... It was only then that I noticed, since regained consciousness, Rita's face still wore an anxious expression. Rita, what's wrong? She gave a bitter smile. Once again, I felt the weakness in my body. You should be well aware that during our confrontation just now, you were on the verge of blurting it out. Hey, what are you two talking about? The commander's condition hasn't improved at all? Both of you have been acting all secretive since a while ago. Are we all allies? What's going on? Ronnie, I'm fine. It's just that I've encountered situations similar to the one with Kongwin before. I've meddled with the world's working too much. I must bear the corresponding cost. No, last time it was because you were repeatedly projected into the past. Wait, you've been in the bubble universe before, so... Yeah, I did the same thing for Luna before. It's just, I wasn't able to save her then. Because I interfered too many times, the threads of fate between me and them might have already intertwined. Once I crossed paths with them in the bubble universe, the rules of the world attempted to erase us. So your increasing weakness is because you're getting closer to Luna? Probably. Why didn't you mention this earlier? And what are you doing now? How is that different from throwing yourself into the jaws of death? I have to save Kongmin, and I must save her too. You could have left this to us. You didn't have to come along at all. No, she ended up like this because of me. I must ask her myself. Because I don't believe that she's doing all this out of her own free will. And if I don't come, she might escape again. She must be hoping for our reunion. Still, you shouldn't be so stubborn. Siren pouted in frustration, something flickering in her eyes. I'm sorry, Siren. It's my responsibility. I must take it on. After all, I played the role of a decent detective novelist in the past. Recalling the strange experience from back then, I felt better. Even with everyone's help, I slowly straightened up. You should rest a little longer. No need. I'm much better now. Vampires don't believe in gods, nor in fate. I won't submit to so-called fate either. I found an answer once before, and this time, I'll do it again. I must stop her before she does something irreversible. I see. I'll stand by her side until the end, as before. Ryu signaled to Himiko and helped me up. She held my left arm as if it were unintentionally. He leaned in close to me and whispered, Captain, I shall say this only once. Every choice from now on must be approached with the utmost caution. That person wishes for me to assist you in reaching Miss Luna, thereby bringing about that irretrievable outcome. But since you've made up your mind in the face of a dilemma, devoid of right answers, do you remember your original intent? The purpose that propelled your journey? Who is that person? She looked away, not saying another word. I very much remember. Head to her residence. What was the rules for this one again? Heart. Exclamation. Ah. Heart. Heart. Another heart. Exclamation. I'm sure the dying body I'm in can handle a little treasure chest puzzle real quick before we get going. And lastly... Nice. Key to the top floor. Here we are. The balcony. We're almost there. But, Captain, should we rest here for a moment? It's alright, I can manage. What's most important is to prevent Luna from making irreparable decisions. I believe her determination isn't any less than mine, so before she takes action... Captain, are you alright? Captain's condition seems to be getting worse. In other words, we'll surely find this Luna if we go up the stairs. I've been waiting for this moment for too long. Finally, I have no doubt we'll take her down. No, I have a request for you. Can I handle what comes next on my own? She wields immense power from the ether anchor now. Rushing in as a group might lead to danger. Besides, our goal isn't to be her enemy, but to persuade her to abandon her plans. But you alone? Let me go with you, Captain. I'm the one who should bear the weight of all decisions. If it truly comes to the worst situation, at least I can help you. She gripped her gun and understood that if the bullets in it held were no different from the ones shattering that night. No, Callan, I understand your resolve now. You've long borne the responsibility of decisions made, and this is what truly matters. At this point, I won't allow her to make decisions by herself. Get me this chance to speak with her alone. Okay, then I'll wait here until you bring her back to us. I'll offer my apologies to her myself. Believe me, this time, I will find an answer that satisfies everyone. Alright. If she won't listen, call us for help. That's right, make sure she understands that you are not alone. I will. Path ahead. I must tread it alone. Luna, at last. I'm about to meet you. Here we are. Stand off against Luna. This time, we're finally meeting. I'm about to meet you, Luna. You are so persistent. Human, do you like this castle? Luna, I'm here. My toys, those I like and dislike, seem to fancy you a lot. And my older sister left me for you too. They all left with you. Why are you looking for me now? Amazing, well done. Did you want to hear something like that? I said it, so why are you still here? Because you haven't told me why you did all this. Why did I capture all the Teresas? It's simple. I hate them. They look just like me. But they all have far luckier and freer than me. They can easily have what I want. They don't know anything of that I went through. And one of them, even with you, she even... Forget it. It's pointless to talk about this. Anyway, I'm very happy and free now. I can do whatever I want, and there's always someone to accompany me. If you didn't come looking for me, that would have been much better. Those few that you released were my favorite playmates. Don't lie to it anymore. You can't deceive me. Those Teresas told me that you still look very lonely now. You took all the Teresas away because of me, right? I know that I've interfered with the world's progress many times. That's why my body is becoming weaker. As I got closer to this place, that stabbing pain in my body felt increasingly prominent, and you definitely also. Stop talking, human. Now you also feel this pain, just like me. As we are both singularities of the world, I can't accept your right to die for me. Human, don't be so conceited. I'm a vampire, a detestable and frightening vampire. Why do I sacrifice my life willingly? That's not all. I continue to hunt and feast on humans to sustain my life. For example, those few that you released. Be it them or all the Teresas I met in other Bubble universes, you left your bite mark on their bodies, but you never hurt them fatally. And as someone who controls the Ether Anchor, you've long lost your thirst for blood. I know that very well you chose to attack, but what are you going to make those Teresas do with your vampiric abilities? Luna, there's still time for everything. Whatever it is, I can share the burden with you. My sister and that woman, they must have told you everything they knew. I love cutscenes like this that are half fully automated and half like this. I am a creation that defies all laws of nature, and thus, after I was born, I hurt too many lives. But in reality, I don't care about all that. I just wanted to get something. My wish. I don't care about the universes. As long as I can fill my wish, they can disintegrate for all I care. I only care about... So, can you keep your self-proclaimed kindness and get out of here quickly? That's the best for both of us. This concerns both of us. I definitely won't leave you alone. No matter what happens, I'll face it together with you. Both of us? A vampire only cares about herself. You and all those Teresas are merely toys to me. But it's fine. If you want to stay, I will get rid of all the Teresas now. You can witness that self-absorbed Kongman vanish. You won't. I've said it before, Luna. You can't deceive me. You don't want to do all that. Is that so? Admit it, we are the same. We've been anticipating our reunion. You can hear it too, right? Even though our bodies have weakened so much, our hearts are beating heavily. Human, you're really good at saying things that you shouldn't say. If you say that, you'll make me waver in my painstakingly gotten determination. So, come and hold my hand. Please release the remaining Teresas, and I won't let you make the choice alone. Human, you can't possibly think that we still have a choice, can you? I abruptly fell into a terrifying darkness. An agonizing pain started from my chest and quickly spread across my entire body. Human, your condition is deteriorating rapidly. If you didn't come looking for me, perhaps we wouldn't be in so much pain. But now, unless you resolve to act, everything will be too late. I will vanish all the and you must make your choice right away. I won't give up. You don't need to do this either. I suddenly feel that a so-called choice is never made out of our own volition. If you really want to fulfill my wish, then... I felt her coming closer to me, her warmth getting against my ear, as she spoke those gentle yet brutal words. Human, kill me. That would be the greatest gift you can give me. I'm already standing here, and I refuse to let you decide our future alone. A sea of darkness consumed my vision, and even dominated my sense of hearing and touch. I struggled as much as I could, and fumbled around in the endless darkness. I must hold that hand. I understand how you feel, but I can't accept that. Absolutely not! If you're looking for that gun and that bullet, I regret to tell you that I returned them to Callan before coming here. Because I don't intend to sacrifice anyone this time, be it you or me. A soft voice rang mysteriously and entered my disorganized thoughts. My senses suddenly returned to normal, or rather, they became sharper than ever. Don't cry, Luna. We'll get our happy ending. We got our happy ending. Just gotta get there a little bit more. I caught the intense fragrance and heard the mournful sobbing of a girl, and saw the pristine white gown dancing in the wind. Human, you really are such a gentle person. You are completely incapable of hurting me, even though I am cruel and reckless. Because I've always believed in you. You don't truly wish to do those things. Your presence is the greatest miracle I've encountered in my lifetime. Be it in order to fulfill my wish, you've observed my fate so many times. Unwittingly, you've been cursed by me. Observing your world is my wish. It has nothing to do with you. There's no need for you to sacrifice for my sake. But it is also my wish to die for you, human. Human, you are the one who gave me a reason to live on. This time, I want to give you the chance to survive. No, Luna, there must be another way! I'll find a way to separate our destinies, even if I had to defy the laws of the universe again. Please, give me a bit more time! As I expected, you do share my thoughts. That's why I'm doing this. For you, I must eliminate all potential threats, even if this is the world's rules, or an outcome you can't accept. Wait, what are you going to do? I reached out my hand, trying to grasp the tender, delicate wrist of the girl, but... Luna! My hand passed through her arm and made no contact. What have you done? Why? He went, "No, it pains me. It's time to bid farewell. If I do not disappear, you will definitely try to change everything through conscious mapping again and again. But that's too perilous. I don't want you to risk it again for me. So, since you won't hurt me, I can only leave on my own accord." No, stop! Don't worry about me. I've long prepared myself for this moment. Even without that bullet, I found a way to vanish on my own terms. However, at this moment, knowing that you discarded that gun for me from the start, I'm truly happy. No, I've worked so hard to find you. It can't end like this. I haven't fulfilled your wish yet. We haven't gone to the musical park, sat on the Ferris wheel, opened a restaurant, or shared a black truffle chocolate steak together, so... I tried to hold on to her, but like the reflection on the moon and water, if I tried to touch her, she would shatter, disintegrate, and vanish even quicker. Please, don't go. Enough, human. Don't say this kind of thing when we're parting ways and fulfill my final wish. Okay? What? What are you saying? Tell me, do I look pretty today? Yes, your white dress complements the moon tonight. It's wonderful to know that you've noticed. Though erasing me from your memory might be better for you, I just couldn't resist putting on this gown. I want to remain in your memories in the most beautiful way. You'll always remember me, won't you? I'll never forget. I will remember you forever. Then I have no regrets. I must depart now, back to the place where I should be. It must look like a storeroom cluttered with odds and ends containing many versions of me. And then I'll find you again. Please don't, human. You've done more than enough for me. You must live a long life and remember my face well. I don't care how long it takes me, and I don't care where you are. I will find you, and will... Thank you for staying with me for so long. I'm truly glad. Luna.
分かった。ここまで付き合ってくれて嬉しかったわ。
It's still painful to see, even if I know the future. Luna. Luna. I gotta get my level up and whatnot. God, I love this story so much. It's just been so great, every bit of it. And we're just around the 3-hour mark, too. I didn't really explore much of Castle, I kinda really just plowed through everything. There's a lot left to explore around here. So I guess with the remaining time, until I actually hit the 3-hour mark, I'll do some more exploring and see if I can see what parts of this I can unlock. But God, I love this story so much. I love this game. I love Luna so much. My precious wife, Luna. We'll get our happily ever after ending. We just have to go through just a bit more hardship. But we'll get there. Still hurts to see her disappear like that, though. I can open this one. Since Pretty's finally back, we'll walk around as her. Can I open this? No. Can't open that. I need the rock smash. Just having this whole open world for this event, full of side quests too, fun little challenges and whatnot, puzzles to solve. It's such a fantastic event. I love it so much. Can't go that way. Another memory. It's okay. I'm okay. I'm used to pain like this. It sure hurts the most when the moon turns the reddest. But what I will become doesn't matter. I can hold on. A liar. Sister, when did you come back? How was the mission? You're not hurt, are you? Hello there, thank you very much. Hope you're doing well. No, me? No, I'm fine. You must have misheard something. Well, I sprained my ankle, but I'm feeling better now. Big liar. You see, I'm fine, sister. What are you looking at me skeptically for? I'll never lie to you. Still lying at this moment. Don't worry, it'll be over soon. We'll all be free by then. Will this lie really end someday? It will one day. But this... How many memories do I have left to collect? Only a few. This one over in the West Sapphire and Southwest Corner. East Sapphire, West Entrance, Sapphire Suburbs. Sapphire Suburbs. And that last one I know I can't get until I've actually completed the main story. That one I do remember a lot. Let's see if I can't explore anymore here. Let's go and explore those suburbs. Let's see where to start. I guess we'll start here. Just start at the beginning. Still don't have the shovel yet. There's water gin there. That's another thing about the event. The fact that it actually has like post main story stuff to do that you can't do until after you beat the main story is just like it makes it so good. It has just so much life in it. Oh, there's no memory. Out of the way. Push. Don't stand in front of the cannon. That's dangerous. Seems I can't get past that. But again, it's just on the other side of that, so let's loop back. Out of the way. Don't have any of those available. Grab that. I'm sorry. I know it all, but as soon as I saw that person and felt the temperature of those hands, I just couldn't control myself. I want to see that smile more. I want to meet again, and I want to be together forever. I want more and more and more. I was supposed to kill that person. If we can't survive together, we might as well die together. That's what I thought. That person was just too gentle to me, always reaching out to me selflessly. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't. I couldn't hurt that person, and I won't let anyone hurt that person. I don't have a choice. Luna. She loves us just as much as we love her. She wants the best for us, and we want the best of her. We'll get that happy ending. Just you wait. Can I swim out that way? It's too far. Just short. Can't go that way yet. Nothing there. Such a big map to explore. Can't go that way because of thorns. Thorns blocking those. How about... over here? Can I make that? Nice. More flipping. Nice. Too far for those. Alright. That's that. Yeah, can't go up there. Can't get up there. How about... up here? Or down here? Anything over here? Chest there. Hello? Don't have that shovel yet. Here. I'll get it. I'm getting worse. Oh, there it is. Something over there, but I can't reach. Okay. And through the spikes. Anything over here? Ouch, ouch, ouch. Just those little parts. Can't seem to get through. Ah. Get out of the way. No, nothing here. This way? I haven't gone this way. Another memory, nice. Don't worry, it's just a small bite. You won't remember this, and the wound will soon heal. But from now on, you will live as my kindred, and we will be connected forever. Why are you looking at me in disbelief? Is it because you didn't know vampires really exist? Or our faces are exactly the same? Don't be afraid. Aren't those inexplicable accidents more terrifying than me? A truck spun out of control, a ladder snapped for no reason, a kettle exploded. Don't you think you suffered too much? You see, the world is always trying to kill you. All of us. We are all but pitiful sacrifices. But don't worry, I can end all of this. I will end all of this. I must end all of this. For that person, I could even betray the whole world. Need the hammer. Eh. Alright. Over here. No, I was here before. Nothing much to look at here. Okay. Let's see. We got some treasures here. Treasures in the mountains. Still need that one. I guess we'll do this one. See if I can do it. Hey. Hello, this is Himiko, the police volunteer in Sapphire. Wait, what? You're the client? Sorry, it's me indeed. You're the master thief who taught me how to shut the auction house's gate. Shush, I'm just a comic book nerd. Master thief, you must have me mistaken for someone else. Nothing good comes out of you. Let me guess, could it be... Help me find my lost comic book, please? As expected. You won't believe this. I had such a hard time finding someone who could help me buy a comic book from a bookstore, so naturally I had to keep it safe. The plan was flawless. I went and hid it in the park. Then it must be in the park. Why don't you just go get it? That's the problem. Just to be safe, I placed too many heavy objects around to protect it, and now I can't access it either. Help me out, please. I can't stand a day without my comics. I feel absolutely rotten, like I'm being eaten from the inside out. Oh, woe is me. Is it really that bad? How could you be so heartless? How can you stand by and watch an innocent comic book fan fall apart? Oh, such cruelty. Fine, I'll help you. If it makes me less of a villain, I don't have a choice, do I? How to push rocks. Come on. Nah. Ah, no, messed up. Now that one first, then that. Okay. No, messed up. That one first. And then that one. You there. That. Oh, wait, no. Darn it. Like that. Also push you up. Push that one to the end. seemed like this page was ripped out of a diary. I heard someone talking about me when I walked past today. Apparently, word on the street is that I'm a master thief. No door I can't open, no safe I can't crack. It's fine to let a few misconceptions swirl about. Nobody will ever understand loners like me. Sometimes when I look at the treasures, I start to think, maybe I really am as bad as I say. I'm the one who got all these treasures. But I feel empty inside. I don't feel like it myself. Why? Why can't I be satisfied? What must I do to fill this void inside me? Thankfully, after doing some reading, I finally realized that humans are flawed and finite creatures unless you overcome humanity. So I reject my humanity. The latter parts of the entry become more erratic, with the handwriting getting as so sloppy as it's become indecipherable. Yeah, here's your book, you nerd. Here, is this what you wanted? That's right, The Bloodkin Princess and Her Beloved Knight is my favorite vampire comic book. It's a masterpiece, I tell ya. I wish I could tell the whole world about it. I have a feeling that he's gonna bloviate about the comic. Me too. The book starts with Vampire Princess fleeing from the castle where she was kept, and on the Crimson Moon, when she thirsts for blood, her beloved knight appears. I knew it. The knight isn't afraid of her bloodsucking nature. Instead, he's memorized by her story and promises to show her the world. They travel through countries and embark on a whirlwind of romance. The princess's go-to line is, "I'm a vampire. Can I take a sip?" How adorable is she mischievous as an imp and sweet as an angel. I want the entire world to know how cute she is. Come on, read it. I got 3 sets and I'm going to give you one of them. Then you can also bask in the glory of the Bloodkin Princess. There's no end to this. And have I got to tell you about the latest chapter? Wait a minute, how did that happen? What's wrong? One of them is missing. Just to be safe, I hid all the different copies in separate locations. You only brought back some of them. Why didn't you tell us about that sooner? Forget it, let's go again. Through the hedge maze we go. To get comic books for a comic book loving nerd. This one, okay. I can't push it again. Let's see. Can't push the blue one down again. That'd be bad. Maybe push that there. Like that. Up. Up. And then like so. I'll need to go on the other side. There we go. Let's see, this one. Just that? A few notes left behind. I was born amongst the night. The moonlight is my nourishment. My lovely companions follow my lead. Darkness shall reclaim the earth. How do we bring them out from fiction into reality? It gradually dawns on me that the more people believe in something, the more real it becomes in this world. Number 1. First, it was the rumor about the shadows flickering through the cat's resting area. Number 2. There were suspicious blood spots around the bush. Number 3. And finally, the mysterious markings in the park that were said to have been made by 2 vampires fought one another. This is fantastic. All we need now is a capable actor to play the part. Allow me to have the honor. Vampire costumes certainly don't come cheap. I'll sell my buried treasure if I really have to. A small sacrifice to see my grand vampire project to completion. Aha. Through the hedges we go. Here you go again. Pretty sure this is the missing one. Here you go. Our job here is done, right? Abelard took the comic book and briskly sat down to read. Ah, what? A cliffhanger again? I feel like I've seen this scene before. Well, that's how comic books work. In the serial from a year ago, the Bloodkin Princess was taken away by her sister. Out of the Crimson Boon, she made a promise to the night that they would meet again. What a moving story. As the year progressed, there were numerous twists and turns. Not once during this time did either of them forget their promise, and they worked diligently for it. Finally, the night arrived at the castle gate. One door was all that separated him from his beloved. Don't tell me that's where it ends. It did. The stupid author. These chapters always end so abruptly. It ends enough to drive you crazy. Calm down. Don't want to get yourself in trouble again. I just wish I could travel in time I just wish I could travel in time to a few days from now and check out the next chapter, which will probably end just as abruptly. Don't jinx it. Fine, but let me ask you a question. You're not the master thief, are you? What are you talking about? This is what we found between those pages. It would explain why you knew how to sneak into auction house, and it seems you also have something to do with the vampires. I placed collecting the journal fragments and notes in front of Abelard. Well, Abelard pulled me aside and slipped a few coins in my pocket, unfazed. This is all the money I've saved up from the past 3 years. You know nothing, okay? Whatever you say, man. Let's see, what else can I do? I assume the last memory in this area is in that area there, but it's blocked out by level 40 monsters, which I can't get past. Other than that... I think everything else that I can explore is blocked up by rocks and other stuff. That just leaves 1, 2, and 3 memories. Cool. East Sapphire West Entrance. Where's that? West Entrance. Maybe it means that one. And what about this one, number 2? West Sapphire, southwest corner of the high-rise compound. West Sapphire, southwest of the corner of the high-rise. Where's the high-rise compound? Do not remember where that is. What's over here? Level 40, I can't beat that. Southwest corner of the high-rise compound. This would be southwest. Alright. If that's that one, then I was confusing that for the other one. Then what is the east entrance? East Sapphire, east entrance? Here, maybe? Nothing around here. Ah, there it is. Come on over. Also that one. Come on. There you are. You gave me the strength to live. Vampires believe in neither God nor fate, but you who came to me must be the biggest miracle in my life. I believe we will meet again no matter how far we're apart. I'm too strong to cry. The last thing you see should be a smiling face. I don't care. I'll wait for you. Vampires live long, so we're best at waiting. I wish this with all my heart. Sincere wishes always come true. So we will definitely meet again. Cool. Which just leaves the last two ones locked behind levels I am far below right now. Which means, for now, it's probably good enough to wrap up Honkai for here. Can't really do anything more yet. There's still some treasure chests around, but I'm not gonna 100% the treasure chest looking. As long as I get the memories, I'm happy. Now though... I'll take that. Take that. Yep. Just check these off. Three more and I can get the outfit. Oh, that's for a different one. Giving away a bunch of, like, old paid-for outfits in the past. This is just so generous, game. God, I love this game. Magical girl Sele will soon be mine. I can't wait for it. It's always been one of my most wanted outfits from those games I never got the chance to get. And now, finally, I'll be able to get
チ
it.
ケットは1秒で宿題が終わるの？ 100 枚くれる？お願い。パパが人を説得するときは優しくしろって言ってた。今すぐ休んで。いい？
Don't worry, Kiana. I'm definitely taking a break.
週の目標を達成したら好きなものを食べるんだ。達成できなくても食べる。17号、私のアバターを第2エリアで使うの？ビタがマスコットたちにいたずらしそう。